Today we were talking about getting married and stuff. Guy helped me a lot.
Really?
What,
Yeah,
were
and
you
then
having a problem?
Then I was talking about my bachelor party and what Ronnie said to me. And my psychiatrist goes, "Why would somebody say something so horrible?"
Yes, well, get Ronnie in there. Ronnie's supposedly in psychiatry. I don't know what he's doing
He goes
there.
1 day a week. That's hardly
But he
psychiatry.
probably doesn't even know what to bring up, you know?
I just said to my
imagine.
psychiatrist, I go, "The guy's retarded."
Yeah, Ronnie wouldn't say to his psychiatrist, you know, I was at this bachelor party and I said these things. What's wrong with me?
Oh, he thinks he.
He would never think that's anything to address.
Yeah, Ronnie and Artie went at it at the on the wrap-up show yesterday, and Ronnie's been bitching all morning about how Artie treated him yesterday.
Really?
But I got to tell you, so I said to my psychiatrist, this guy gets up. I said, this guy.
Supposed friend.
Yeah, he gets up, and he goes, "What are you doing? The fuck is wrong with you getting married? The fuck is wrong?" So I said, "What?"
Keep it the same.
So I said to my psychiatrist, "Why would my psychiatrist goes, well, why would a guy say that?" He goes, "He must be very jealous and angry."
Yeah.
I said, "Well, Ronnie is jealous and angry."
Yeah, I'd forgotten how jealous and angry he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jealous and angry, yes.
Why would you say something like that? You don't know that that's a bad thing to say, even?
Dude,
He's angry.
Dude, you don't, seriously, answer me honestly. You don't know that's a bad thing to say?
what did I say? I didn't.
Do the speech. Do the speech,
No,
Artie, if you got the energy.
if he's doing, I'm fucking walking.
All right, you
I
can
don't
walk
want
out. Here he goes.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You
You want to talk to me?
You're
You
an
talk to me.
asshole.
You're gonna have to all do this shit for me. Forget it.
Oh, I've known you 23 years. Let's keep things the same. Beth's a lovely girl. But what are you doing?
The fuck are you getting married
He threw
for?
in the Beth. He threw in the
Yeah,
Beth.
you got Beth's a lovely girl.
Beth's a lovely girl. But what the fuck are you getting married for? What are you crazy? I got married. Stay the same. Let's come on, Ricky Man. Let's go.
There's the speech.
Where is he? Get back in
So then he's
here.
on the wrap-up show yesterday talking about how he just wanted to have fun, and none of us know how to have fun. I go, well, gee.
That's fun.
Gee, that's fun, listening to you scream about what an asshole
What
I
is
am.
so much fun about that to him?
Fun is making other people uncomfortable.
You heard the speech. Is Artie off on that?
Not even a little bit. And you know something? And I
You hear what Fred said?
And I love
What did Fred
Ronnie.
say?
I really do. I think Ronnie. I think there are times when Ronnie does do things to be funny or have fun or whatever. I'm not so sure.
That's what he said on the wrap-up show. He's trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
not so
funny.
sure that he's.
No, I wasn't trying. I didn't say I was trying to be funny.
You were trying to have fun, and you're the only one who has fun.
All right,
You had
listen.
fun at my expense.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Whatever you say.
You don't think that's a bad speech?
Yeah. Okay. It was a bad speech.
In retrospect.
It was a bad speech. Okay. You
Have
happy
you
now?
thought about
It
it?
was a bad
No,
speech.
but it doesn't sound sincere.
No, it was. It
No,
was
you're
a
just
bad
saying-
speech.
Do you think? Would you
Yeah,
really
it was a
believe
bad.
that?
Yeah, it was horrible.
Why was it
It
horrible?
was horrible. I made it all out of myself. It was horrible.
Oh, he's.
It was horrible.
Nah, it's not sincere. You don't think it was
Yeah.
horrible.
Whatever.
All right, thank you.
Whatever.
Oh,
Thanks.
well, then let's
Yeah.
ask him the other questions. Like, why was that speech good?
I didn't say it was good. I was having a good time. It was funny.
There's
You
I,
were
I was
having
having
a
fun.
have a good time.
Okay.
You were having fun.
Yeah.
But is
right.
there no
Yeah.
other way
And then
to
that fucking Doug Hurwitz goes on your website and put. Well, did you ever say to me yesterday that I ruined your bachelor party?
No.
Okay. Why is the headline on Hurwitz's thing that I ruined your bachelor party?
Well,
I don't
that's
know. I
how
didn't
he
see it.
saw it.
Piece of shit. Wait till I see him later.
But he wasn't even there.
Doug
Well,
Hurwitz?
that's why he put that up because he's probably
You
upset
know
that
how
he wasn't
Ronnie
there.
ended up at the bachelor party.
No, I know how.
honestly?
No, I know how I ended up
Go
there.
ahead.
You. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been there.
Why?
I have no idea.
Here's what happened. Ronnie.
We were standing at the elevator. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
Well, let me
We're
set it
standing
up.
at the elevator, going home,
Right.
and Ross had walked over to ask you a question, and he was standing there and asking you about this bachelor dinner, and you said to him, "Is Ronnie on the list?" And he says, "Oh, of course he is."
Yeah, well, you know what it was. So Ross made the mistake. He comes up to me
Of
and
talking
Ronnie
in front of
in
Ronnie.
front of Ronnie. He goes,
Right.
"Hey, we're gonna have a bachelor dinner for you." Blah, blah. And I'm saying to myself, "That's a terrible thing to bring," because I'm sure they had no intention of inviting Ronnie.
Right.
There you go.
Because I'm not in on the guest list at all. But they're bringing it up in front of me. They said, "Would you be available for a bachelor dinner?" I said, "Yes." I said, "Well, of course you're inviting Ronnie." I mean, the guy's standing right there. I don't think he
You're
was
in
looking
an
for
awkward
Ronnie.
Position,
Yeah, I think everyone knew Ronnie would be an embarrassment.
Right. Exactly.
Well,
Whatever.
they knew they were going to a nice place.
Well,
Why
maybe I
would
should
they
stay
bring
home when your wedding is in a few weeks. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I
If
should
you
stay,
want to.
Maybe I should stay home.
Do you want to?
I think that's a good idea.
Do you want to stay home?
Maybe me and Sal will go out that night.
All right.
Did you have other things to do?
Yeah, I have other things to do.
All right. Well, then go ahead.
All right.
You're not planning on making any speeches at my wedding?
No, yeah. Believe me.
Do me a favor. Try to limit the amount of alcohol at my wedding.
I'll be sitting in a corner somewhere and don't even fucking talk.
Will you drink?
Don't even talk to me. And don't you come near me.
Will you agree to have?
Because I don't even want to talk to you that night.
Who?
That guy over there.
He's talking to Artie. Who's the name he wants?
Why is he mad at Artie?
How did I get the head of security mad at me again?
Yeah, the security. Yeah.
Well, what are you?
Why don't you make a mockery of that too, like
And
you
to Doug
usually
Hurwitz,
do?
in all fairness,
Yeah, go ahead.
Hurwitz, in all fairness, on the website, can you make the headline "Unwanted Guest Gives Horrible, Obnoxious Speech" instead of what the lie you put there?
Yeah. Right. Keep writing, Benji, with your new glasses over there, moron.
Oh.
And you better stop running through the halls again.
Ooh.
Or I'll have you locked out of the building altogether.
He's throwing everybody under the bus.
Wow.
Don't peek out from behind your computer.
Well, you want to hear 2 examples of Ronnie being a drunk asshole?
No, I don't want to hear it
At my
anymore.
birthday and Bubba's wedding?
I love it. Go
Oh,
ahead.
come on,
Go
man. What do you have to bring that up
Remind
for?
everybody because some people
Why do you
may
have to
not
do that?
They think Artie's exaggerating. Go ahead, play these.
All right, here's
That was-
Ronnie.
that
This
was-
is Ronnie
Oh, come on,
at
man.
my birthday party. Being
Thanks, Artie. Thanks a lot. This is all your fault.
It would have came
Yeah,
up,
no,
Ron.
it wouldn't have came up.
Ron, it would have came up.
No, it wouldn't have came up.
Everybody was
Nobody
talking
said
about
shit
it.
Wouldn't have come
about
up.
it. Nobody said shit about
Wouldn't
it.
have came up.
Whatever.
What the
Leave me
Fucking
alone.
grammar over there. If I paid for a grammar school
No.
for you, would you go?
No.
Charm school.
It wouldn't have
No.
came up.
Charm
I'm not going to
Charm
any
school.
school. I'm not
He learns
going
to
If I
walk with
sent
a
you to
book on his
charm
head.
school.
No, I'm not going to charm
Miss
school.
McGillicuddy's charm school.
Excuse
you know
me,
what?
madame.
You're gonna teach me how to eat.
Hey, hold
You're
on.
going to teach me how to eat with a fork too.
Howard TV. I got
No.
the next big special. Ronnie's Charm School.
Yeah, right. Yeah, okay.
Is this the salad fork?
Every
Yeah.
week he gets his own show at Charm School. You just tape him at Charm School.
No, they don't
And
have.
then we send them out
no,
into society.
They don't have a budget anymore, so
That
they
would
can't
be
do any other more
so
specials.
good.
this
It'll be
year.
like My Fair Lady.
Yes.
Yeah.
The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain, mother.
No specials this year. No more.
You go to a psychiatrist now or not?
Yes.
Could you discuss with him why the fuck you say dumb fucking shit at parties?
Yeah. Okay.
There's
I will.
something.
I'll discuss that.
You're so. My psychiatrist goes, "What the?"
Well, this is what I'm saying. Ronnie wouldn't bring it up because Ronnie doesn't even see this as a problem. He doesn't understand how inappropriate he is.
All right, we got to some girls tonight, man.
I'm not listening to this. Not listening.
Get rid of these wives. Shit. Let's go to Scores and some hoes. Yeah, that was at the lighthouse.
Yes.
Here's Ronnie at Bubba's wedding.
We need a special dedication to Heather. Heather! Get over here.
This is Ronnie, the limo driver, and he's drunk because Howard left, so he's now asleep.
I was drunk before he left. Hey, I want you to hear your famous phrase. Shut the fuck up, asshole. That's my famous phrase. That's your phrase. I want to dedicate this to Heather and Bubba Clem. May they be happy forever. Let's fuck some whores! What's the problem, asshole? No!
He knows how to class up a wedding. I'll tell you that. You remember that, Fred?
Holy! Did that first speech with
That was at the Valentine party. I had.
No, that was at.
so
birthday
that happened
party.
before the Bubba wedding,
Yes.
Right.
and we probably like commented on his behavior at that point.
Yeah,
And
that
he
was the
thinks he's-
end of
you
the
see,
first
let me
week of
tell you
work
something.
here.
Let me explain it to you. He thinks he's funny. He really thinks he's funny.
He doesn't get it. But now he's running out of the room and he won't listen to it.
Lucky him.
Because he's embarrassed.
You know what? If you think it's funny and you think you are funny, then just stand behind it and own it and say, you know what? I'm trying. You guys are crazy. I'm just trying to be funny. But this proves that he's like guilty about it.
Well, him and the two of them, Artie and Ronnie, started on the wrap-up show with each other. Listen to this. This is from yesterday's wrap-up show.
Ronnie got up to make a toast, and Ronnie sort of tossed out a premise that I think he thought was going to be laughed at, and it fell flat. And then
premise.
right, and then go with the idea that he was yelling fuck a lot, and we were in a pretty classy restaurant. I think that's where he lost his way.
We were at a great restaurant.
An awesome restaurant.
Right.
But I think that when you went with this idea, like, what are you doing? And I think you thought everybody was going to laugh, and everyone.
Yeah.
Nobody, but it's everyone.
I wasn't trying to be a comedian, Gary.
I would just say everybody looked at you like, well, what's that all about?
Whatever.
So he was being serious.
Then that's really bad.
Now I'm confused because about 5 seconds ago he said he was trying to be funny.
Right.
Now in this thing he's saying he's not being funny.
Well, is it?
Whatever. It was a bachelor party. You're supposed to be having fun. You know? Well, obviously nobody was having fun.
We were having a lot of fun.
Well, you look like you're having a ball.
Ron, I wasn't having fun when you put me in a headlock. And
I didn't put you in a headlock.
Yes, you did.
I did not. I went like this to you, man. What's going on?
We're
What's
having
going
a lot
on?
of fun.
You know what it is? Ronnie's used to hanging out with a different crowd.
I guess.
You know.
I was having fun, actually.
Yeah, I was having a great time until his speech.
Apparently, he looked around and he thought nobody was having fun.
So on the Ronnie scale,
right?
Nobody was having fun.
No one was having fun because no one was screaming fuck.
When people
nobody was drunk and screaming obscenities.
In the middle of a restaurant.
Fun means being retarded.
I guess.
And Richie leans over to me and he goes, "What's with him?" He goes, 10 tables are going to leave. He's yelling out fuck in the middle of my restaurant. Nobu is like one of the most expensive restaurants in the city.
Yeah.
You know, it's like one of the most classy joints.
And I've never heard anybody screaming in there.
Fuck? No, that happens at Applebee's.
Chris Rock was offended.
TGI Fridays.
TGI Fridays. He thinks he's at a TGI Fridays.
That doesn't even happen at Applebee's. That happens at cockfights.
Right. Bring me more fluke, motherfuckers. You.
Bring me more jalapeno poppers.
Ronnie, were you just trying to get the party going, that kind of thing?
I wasn't trying to do
First of all, shouldn't you have been working that night? Why weren't you working?
I don't know.
I mean, because you were getting drunk with us, there was some fat, high school couple with acne without a ride home in front of a gym in West Iceland.
What can I tell you, man? I'm sorry.
Boy, the bitter sober Artie.
Don't fucking invite me again, okay, Artie?
Did I invite you to Howard's bachelor party? No.
Fuck you,
I
then.
thought it was a weird
What's
invite.
your problem?
So do you think you're getting picked on?
Angry man.
Are you getting singled out?
Used to be happy. You're not angry. Now you're angry.
I'm very happy.
You're not happy.
I'm the happiest guy alive. I'm going to go home and not do heroin. Hey.
Good.
Ronnie feels singled out. Here's another clip.
But
from
listen
the
to that exchange. I said, did I invite you to... He goes, don't invite me next time, Artie. I said, did I invite you to Howard's bachelor party? And he goes, well, fuck you then. What is that?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Just lashing out.
You're trying to make sense out of this?
It was like, I'm not in charge of inviting you. Well, fuck you for not inviting me. But how would I invite you? I didn't.
I'm not trying to make sense of it, Ron, but it's making even less sense than normal.
It's like fighting in a mental institute.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He fights like a retard.
He's just lashing out.
Ronnie feels singled out. Okay, listen to this clip.
Do you feel like you're being singled out here?
Of course, as always.
Why?
Ron, you were acting like a jerk off.
It's a
Just
great,
admit it.
It's a great topic. It's airtime.
It's true.
Artie can make fun of me. Howard can make fun of me. I'm the big boss at the party.
Did I say anything out of line?
Your impersonation of Ronnie was dead on.
Okay,
that I will
thank
say.
you.
Freddie and I both agree.
Oh, yeah. What is Freddie?
No, but we were there, Ronnie.
What is Freddie
I got no agenda.
Freddie
with
doesn't
you.
laugh at anything.
But I'm saying, whether it was funny or not is not the question. The way Artie did it was pretty dead on. And Freddie and I have no agenda
All
with
right,
you.
whatever. Next time I'll sit there with my hands folded.
What is this about peer pressure? I don't remember that one. Is that a good one, Gary?
Next time.
They're all good.
Who was applying the peer pressure to go out afterwards at Howard?
Oh, I guess this was about that I didn't go to the strip club.
Artie, who was applying the peer pressure to go out afterwards that Howard was talking about?
Ronnie.
What?
Ron, there was a lot of peer pressure on your part to go to the strip club, but everybody was
we were all trying to get the guy to go for at least one dance and say he went to a strip club for his bachelor party.
Lonnie's a great guy, and I would hope that Howard one day makes it over there for Lonnie. Because
I would have been glad if he went there for 5 minutes and to say that he spent time with us at a strip club.
Now admit it.
Because it was his bachelor party. And by the way, if we would have went over to that Rick's strip club, they had the whole third floor closed off for us if we did come.
If we would have went over.
You got to get him to charm school.
I got to get him in charm school.
Any school.
Can you imagine the charm school teacher's going to lose it?
How did he get out of high school?
I don't think he did.
They just wanted him gone.
If we would have went over.
Why didn't you guys go?
There was tons of funny money.
Well, why didn't you guys go then?
Because nobody wanted to go. Everybody was like, got their
Nobody wanted to go?
They all got their period all of a sudden.
Here, Ronnie thinks Artie doesn't like him.
Do you think Artie sort of has it in for you?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Artie doesn't fucking like me. It's obvious.
You're right. I really want the security job. I do.
No, he just doesn't like me. You sincerely
That's
believe
wrong.
that?
That's
he
wrong.
He fucking hates me.
That's
I know
bullshit.
He does.
I never bring this up.
It's bullshit.
I invited you to my house, and I invite you again to my house.
Getting ready to throw the bottle at me.
No, I'm
He's
not.
got it up in the air.
No, I'm not. You're not fucking up as bad as Teddy did yet.
What makes you think that? Because I know you sincerely.
You do
believe
think that?
it.
I know.
Why?
Because he's a delusional
I'm
idiot.
delusional. There's something wrong with me. Obviously.
No,
He ain't got it up here.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
Yes.
Because anytime he can, he throws me out.
I do
Under
not.
the bus.
I
man.
do not.
He hates me. I know he does.
Listen.
It's all right.
Sure,
I don't care.
Sure, after Howard
I don't
retires,
care.
we'll be great friends.
See? Wrap-up show. Very exciting.
Wow.
They were really going on at those guys.
It went on for a while.
Yeah, well, he's had this thing with you for a long time. Though.
Yeah, but then we patched it up.
You really think it was patched up?
It culminated with his roast. And then after his roast, we made up, and we've been okay until this happened, this ugliness.
Huh?
Is this from our website?
Updated.
Wait, what? Updated?
It's the fastest thing I've ever seen Doug updated.
Now on HowardStern.com says, unwanted guest makes horrible speech at Howard's bachelor party.
That's like an Onion headline.
Artie complained that Ronnie, the limo driver's drunken behavior nearly ruined the party, and Howard agreed. Ronnie gets up and goes, F, man. Fuck, man, why are you getting married, man? Why do things have to change? In response, Ronnie instructed Howard to never invite him to anything again. And Howard shot back that it was a bachelor party. He didn't invite him to anything.
He doesn't understand even that concept.
There it is, Rob. Right up there on the website.
Beautiful.
There's
That's a
Ronnie,
nice picture.
Ronnie in his underpants or whatever.
With
that
his
was.
skull shirt on.
Yeah, that was the shirt. He loves it.
The worst I ever saw him was his last birthday party at the place that Big John runs.
Headquarters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Maroon with the cake. He threw the cake all over the fucking place. He got it all over my jacket. He threw cake at everybody.
It's like a monkey.
That's the kind of party you're supposed to be having, I suppose. There was no cake throwing.
Yeah, we didn't throw any cake at Nobu.
But did you say Ronnie broke the microphone on the cake?
Yeah. It came to the table, yeah.
Oh,
On top of the cake.
so
This
he
little
was
decorative
probably thinking, well, now some cake throwing's
No
going
one's having any fun. No one's breaking the cake.
That was wild.
Yeah, there he is.
There he is at his party. In a Superman
In a
outfit.
Superman outfit.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Jeez.
Happy birthday,
How
Dad.
old is he?
Grandpa.
How old is he? He's 12 there.
Cake.
He's in a Superman
And in
outfit.
a Superman costume.
Yeah. Good for him. All right, Ronnie.
Well, see, you guys don't know how to have fun.
We really don't.
You wear regular clothes and nobody throws cake.
And there were no naked women there either.
Ron, what's the matter, man?
Go away.
Come on, talk to me.
Go away.
Talk to me.
Go away. Here. Yeah, talk to him. Here, here's your friend. This is everybody's buddy here. Talk to him. He's the best guy there is around. He's the best guy in the fucking building.
What's your problem with Artie, man?
He's the best guy in the building. Talk to him.
Then
He's on the floor there waiting for you.
Then why do you
Talk
have a
to
problem
him.
with him
Go
if
away
he's the
from
best
me.
guy
I don't
around?
want to fucking talk to you.
Come on.
You or your boss, none of you in-demand people.
I love Ron. It's a good man.
Ronnie.
Salute.
What?
He doesn't hate you.
Yes, he does.
Of course not.
He fucking hates me.
I do not.
He does.
You know what? All serious, I do not. I love Ronnie. Me and him are the same guy. We're peas in a pod. I don't hate you at all.
Hear that?
What part are we in?
All right, let's go to Wolfie. Wolfie, hi.
Hey, morning, Howard. Hey, I went ahead and transcribed a couple of JD's comments from his reunion discussion that I thought were very good. I want you to take a look.
Oh, good. This is fun when Wolf takes JD's conversation with us on the air and transcribes it.
Which conversation was this?
This is when I was talking to JD about going to his high school reunion.
Okay, high school
All right.
reunion.
Go ahead, Wolf.
Okay. Howard had made the comment that I never went to my high school reunions either. I didn't like the people there, and they didn't like me. And Robin chimed in, apparently JD liked the people. Well, JD's response was, yeah, I mean, no. Oh, well, no. I didn't, listen, the people I liked was fewer than the people I don't like, or whatever. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The other one that The other one that I like.
he's like the Sarah Palin of this show.
Yeah.
Howard asked JD, are there girls that you can get presently that you just reject? JD's response, I have, I don't know, maybe, I'm not sure.
At one point, what was that quote? I do?
I think he was going to say, I don't know, but first he said, I do, and then he said, I don't know. It's just amazing. He throws in so many sentences in between his words that you can barely even catch them, but if you really slow it down, you can get everything written out.
So what do? You record it and then you play it back over and over till you get the exact transcription?
I just watch it on Howard TV, then pause it.
Right.
Okay.
That gives me the time. And one other thought about JD, I was just curious, this whole feud with Jared, I was wondering if JD could put it to rest, if he could potentially prove that he's better than Jared at maybe one thing. And a couple of years back, JD won that dance contest with the people in the studio. Do you think if you gave, I don't know, each of them maybe a minute to do a dance routine that JD might potentially beat Jared?
I don't think it's about beating him in a dance routine. I think JD would like to be better looking than Jared.
Yeah, he'd like to be Jared.
Yeah.
We all like to be good looking.
I mean, he hates Jared because he wishes he was Jared.
Yeah.
Jared goes out on a boat at Artie's house and within 5 minutes has 20 hot chicks back at the party.
Well, he even said Jared can take his shirt off without thinking about it.
Right. Jared just takes his shirt off in a car.
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I was in a sales meeting yesterday. The new season of the show 24 is coming out.
Right.
And they're interested in a promotion. And they would like Jared and JD to be handcuffed to each other for 24 hours.
Oh, good.
And every hour that they're together, they each make money.
Wow.
As long as they can last, they make money.
They have to be handcuffed to each other for 24 hours.
That's the greatest thing ever.
I would watch that.
Oh, yeah.
I just love the. I mean, JD really can't stand Jared.
JD, this is what you're going to be doing.
Money, JD.
No, it's not. It has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Jared. I don't want to be handcuffed to somebody for 24 hours.
You want to make some money?
What about money, though, dude?
I don't care. I don't care enough that much.
You haven't heard the amount yet.
I think I know it, but whatever.
You wouldn't do that?
I hear Wolfie transcribing.
I'm not Jeff the drunk.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. Sorry.
I'm talking about money. All right? Something you're lacking.
Dude, you think you know it. What do you think it is?
Because I think I heard the
Amount?
pitch or whatever.
You heard what?
I thought.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Get your pen out, Wolfie.
Wait, what did you say?
I think I heard the pitch, like in the last meeting we had or whatever.
Right. The idea is for 24 hours, you and Jared are handcuffed together. And for every hour you're handcuffed to him, you get paid. And you'll have different tasks and things like that, like on Survivor.
Oh, I'm really not interested in something like that.
Are you crazy?
I guess I am. Sorry. I'm not,
It's money.
Let's say in 24 hours.
I know it's money, dude, but I just...
you could ever make.
What if you in a couple hours you make a couple of grand? 24 hours.
Here's what they're offering.
Go ahead.
And this is just for starters. It's $100 a person per hour. $2,400 each for the 24 hours.
Jared should get a little more.
Absolutely.
Why?
Than JD. That'd be good.
Because he's Jared.
Yeah.
Because he's Jared.
Yeah, of course.
He always does better.
Jared will be showering and like not caring.
Yeah.
He'll just.
Yeah, I don't want to like be using a bathroom and having to be handcuffed.
That's the fun of the game.
But guess what? That's not fun to me, so I don't care.
What do you want us to give you $2,400?
No, I'm not asking for $2,400.
You're doing it.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. No, I'm not. And then Jared could go on a date during the 24 hours.
It would be great if he was getting laid and he had to hand Jared the condom.
Jared is getting laid. Jared's.
He goes, "Hey, JD, here, just kneel down by the bed while I get laid."
Jared's fucking two chicks. They're both fucking Jared.
Well, they should go to a bar, and Jared will be picking up women while JD hangs off his arm.
Right.
I had to sit there while two chicks were blowing him. I don't want to do that.
Well, you're missing the point completely. I don't want to be handcuffed to anyone.
That's the point.
No, it's.
I'm not missing any
wants
point.
you to do something you'd love.
Believe us.
Well, did I ask to be put in this?
We get the
No.
point.
You probably are going to meet really hot girls.
I don't.
Just think, you're
Just
going out with Jared.
The spillover from Jared will be amazing.
It
Literally.
might help you.
JD, look at me. Forget all these other
dude.
people. Look at me.
I am.
Look at me. All right, you looking right now?
Mesmerizing.
Yes.
This is something you need to do, and I'll tell you why.
I don't know. I don't.
Did I tell you to listen to me?
You're not listening.
This is something you need to overcome your fears. You're completely freaked out by this guy.
No, it's not.
Why can't you handle it? You can't handle Jared?
No.
Are you scared of him?
No, it's not.
The power.
What's the worst part of him? What's the worst part of him?
No, it's.
What do you
guy,
imagine?
Listen
to me. No, just answer my question. What do you imagine will happen for 24 hours when you're handcuffed to Jared?
I will be the most uncomfortable I've ever been in my entire life.
Right, why?
Because I'm handcuffed to somebody. I'm like constantly around. I got no privacy or alone time or anything whatsoever.
For 1 day.
Alone time.
Whatever. I don't know.
You get alone time every minute of your life.
Yeah, how about having some people in your life for a
And nobody's
change?
paying you
I'm
for
fine.
I'm
Whatever.
going to tell you a story about a great American, a man named G. Gordon Liddy. You ever meet him?
No, I haven't.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, he's.
All right. G. Gordon Liddy, when he was a boy, was terrified of rats. Rats. You know what he did? Do you know this story?
No.
He approached a rat, killed it, grilled it, and ate the whole fucking thing.
We're not suggesting you do that with Jared.
But what I am suggesting is
I'm not going to
learn from G. Gordon Liddy. How do you get over your fears? You get over them by conquering them.
You blow Jared.
Confronting.
You blow Jared.
You blow Jared.
What if he's getting laid and all of a sudden he comes and his cum lands on my face?
JD,
Well, if you get the shit,
I'm
you
offering
win.
you a chance to not only make $2,400, but I'm offering you a chance to overcome your worst nightmare.
To be G. Gordon Liddy.
No.
See, you imagine what Jared's life is like.
You guys
Now
are.
you could actually see it.
We all do.
G. Gordon
we all
Liddy
imagine
is
what his
50
life
times the man any of us are. He knows about guns. He knows how to kill people. He's beating up guys in prison.
Eating rats.
Eating rats. And if Jared was his issue, he'd handcuff himself for a week. It should be a week, by the way.
Listen. Okay.
Yeah, I'm letting you off the hook.
Forget Jared, all right? It could be John Hine, who I love. I don't want to be handcuffed to him. I don't want to be handcuffed to anyone.
Of course not.
But
this is $2,400.
I don't care. I don't want money that way. I don't care. I'm fine. I'll fucking, whatever.
You'll fucking know whatever.
No, we don't know.
You're doing it.
You have to
No,
laugh.
I'm not. No, I don't
Talk
want
to
to.
Ronnie about it. He'll make you understand.
What? No.
Come on, JD. Could you for once be a part of something? Could you for once just go along? You're almost
Go with the
Eric
flow.
the Midget.
If I went along with it, it wouldn't last long. It'd last like 5 hours, maybe.
You don't think you could
that's
get
the
more than 5
idea.
hours
No,
through it? So
no.
I tell you what I'm going to do with you.
That's $500.
Do this for me. Let's start the competition.
It's so.
Listen to me. Would you let me finish a sentence? We'll start it. You go as long as you can take it. The very least you're going to make.
It's $500.
No. Well, let's see. How much do we say for every hour?
Well, if he could only last 5 hours, it's $100
And let's say it lasts an hour. It's $100. There's your lunch with benefits.
All right, fine. If you're,
Try it.
if you're,
Try it. See how long you can get through it. If you can do it for 5 minutes, do it 5 minutes. If you do 5 hours, if you could do, maybe you'll go the 24 hours.
You never know.
Try to go the 24.
Listen. I will try, but I know it's not going to happen. I can't do that.
What do you think is
Sorry,
the worst?
Robin.
What do you think the worst part of this
How
would be?
come you don't? Why don't you become handcuffed to somebody?
Oh, if I was handcuffed to Jared, I'd never want to get.
Whatever.
All right. Well, in that case, Robin.
Whatever.
Robin,
Good
in
for
that
you.
case, we're going to handcuff you to JD.
Yeah.
We're going to handcuff you to Greg and Jared, Robin.
Well, what do you say, pal? Want to try it? All right.
I don't really want to, but
Let's
whatever.
go for it.
Go for it.
And
Now,
if
go
you get-
prepare yourself mentally for this.
Privacy, if you get the shits and you got to do it forever, you win, man.
No.
You can shit all over Jared.
You win.
I'd take laxatives.
Remember?
Does this mean Jared would have to come over to my apartment?
Yeah.
No.
Well, you got to
that's
figure
not-
out some place to
Or you
go.
go to his.
It's up to you guys.
Jared live?
You're going to be somewhere together.
You guys are going to have to negotiate that. You
God.
want to go to Jared's place?
No, I don't want to go anywhere with anyone.
You can afford a room at the Ritz-Carlton.
Yeah, he's going to blow all the money getting a room.
That's what I do.
You guys are going to be in the same bed together. Going to get to really know each other.
In your skivvies.
You could be in your
I
underpants.
You know what? Forget it. I don't want to do this.
Now you're doing
Stop
it. You're doing it.
Stop being a baby.
You don't have a choice.
Remember when Kuro shit?
This is too good.
That poor girl started crying and throwing up when Kuro shit. You could do the same thing to him.
You could make
JD, here's what you do. The handcuffs go on. When you say you want to come out, you come out. Okay?
But
So you
make
try
it a real need. Don't just
Go for it. See how? Try it out.
Are you throwing up?
Don't just throw in the towel on yourself.
And really try to open yourself up to learn more about Jared.
I know all I want to know about him.
You might like him.
I did.
You might like
does
him
anyone know that we were sort of friends before?
No.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
No, who
we
would
were
know
sort of
that?
friendly before.
And then what happened?
And then he started to be. I don't want to talk about this.
What did he
I
do?
don't want to talk about it at all.
Wait,
I'm done.
What did
Nothing.
he start to do?
He's fine. He's whatever. Good for him.
What did he start to do?
Nothing.
Tell me what he did to you. I swear I don't know.
He did.
I think I know.
No.
I think I know.
What did he do, JD?
Nothing.
You said
I really
you
don't
were
want to
very
talk
good
about
friends
it.
with
And
him.
when you hear his,
We weren't that good of friends, but we were friendly.
Okay, and then what happened? What?
I really just want to be done talking about it forever.
What did he do? Just tell us that and you'll be done.
What was the last bad incident?
That's a Fred answer.
What, did he rape you or something? Did he
No.
do something to you physically?
No.
I mean,
Did he
fuck
lick
the
your
chick.
taint?
He fucked the chick JD liked. That's probably
No.
what happened. Jared probably doesn't even
Is
know.
that what it
I'm
is?
sure he did, but that has nothing to do with it.
That's gotta be
I think
it.
Artie hit on it. Did he get a
got
girl that you
some
liked?
girl?
No.
That would drive me crazy too. All right.
I'm sure that happened, dude. And he doesn't know he did it.
did he fuck a guy you liked?
I feel he became a little full of himself, all right? And that's it.
How did he get that way?
Was that before Halloween?
How did what?
Yes. No, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember.
What behaviors did you see to indicate that he became full of himself?
I don't know. Whatever.
There was something you just
I don't think you
thought
do
of.
know. I don't think
No,
you know.
he just thought of something. What was it?
No, I mean, there was the last instant where, we I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Tell
I
me
just
the
don't like
incident.
talking about it.
We hit on something here.
No,
not the last instant. The last incident. When was the last incident?
We were sitting out in the hallway.
Go ahead.
and it was like all of us and Ronnie and everybody, and I don't know. He got to. Ronnie was busting my balls, and then I felt Jared said something, and I felt he was trying to seem somewhat more higher up, than me or whatever, more important, and I had enough, so.
Wow.
I'm just thinking of Wolfie's transcription on this.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I'm salivating right now.
So, in other words, when Ronnie was goofing on you, Jared piled on.
Yes.
And piled on in a way that made you realize, you know what? I'm just a buffoon to this guy.
He thinks he's better
All
than me.
Exactly.
Okay, that's fair enough. You're perfect. You guys need to be chained to one another. It's fantastic.
I don't want to be
promotion.
chained to anyone, but whatever.
He's your. If you could be chained to anyone, who would be like the worst person in the world to be chained to? It had to be Jared, right?
Oh no, it'd have to be a homeless guy on the F train or something.
Right.
Wow,
There's
Mr.
an idea.
Compassion.
What'd that guy do to you? Well, all right. So listen, here's the deal. You can make some money. You give it a try. You hate it, you uncuff. Boom. You got the key.
You just go boomf.
Unless we don't give you the key, then you're stuck with him.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, boomf.
Oh, I'll find a saw or something.
Saw off Jared's arm.
Yeah, you got to saw his
I might have to
hand.
saw off mine.
Gnaw it off. Gnaw it off like a coyote.
JD, if he bangs the girl with you in the room, that would count as a menage a trois.
It's true.
Yeah, you might get something.
How we?
All right.
Howard,
Yeah.
should I look into a bonus for Jared if he can get JD to quit?
Oh, can't. You know what? Why?
He's higher. He's thinking that he's higher up.
Thanks for looking out for him, Gare.
But you get the bonus if you don't let him make you
Okay,
quit.
there you go.
Yeah, that's good.
Damn it, Robin. Just keep quiet sometimes.
Wolfie, any more transcriptions of JD?
She just made you money.
Wolf, any?
Those are the two major ones that I had written down.
Okay.
I thought those were the standouts.
Could you do the first one again?
The first one, you just want his response?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no. Oh, well, no. I didn't, listen, the people I liked was fewer than the people I don't like, whatever. I don't know.
So hilarious.
Listen to me. This is going to be good for you. I think it's going to be a learning experience.
I'll learn how much I hate being chained to somebody.
I think you're going to change as a human being as a result of this.
What?
This is going to be good for you.
No, it won't.
Yes, it's going to be good for you.
Go back there and prepare for your big challenge.
Get into training.
Handcuff yourself to something.
You know what? I'm excited for you.
I
really am. So you last 5 minutes, you last 5 minutes.
No, he's going to last longer than that. We should take bets on how long we think he can last. I have my money on a whole 24
I don't think he can go an hour.
Well, you'll lose, Robin, I'll tell you.
Come on, JD. Don't be a quitter.
I don't think he can go an hour.
Don't be a quitter.
I don't think he's even looking at $100.
Then they won't even get out of this building.
What you don't want is to be handcuffed for 59 minutes and not get anything.
Yeah.
I say he lasts 20 minutes.
Oh. Where are we going to start this?
Right here.
In the morning.
Yep.
How are they going to work?
I don't know. They're going to have to work that out.
JD will be doing favors for Tim via proxy.
All right. I wish you luck with this promotion, JD.
Yeah.
You'll do it. 2,400 plus bonus.
And you're
24
helping
hours, JD. I got my money.
If you go to 24, you get the bonus. If Jared gets you to quit before then, he gets the bonus.
And you're helping the company. This is a huge client.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. There is JD.
What a great promotion.
How bad could it possibly be?
It's I'm like chains that I gotta use the bathroom while someone's chained to me. Come on, how am I supposed to take a piss with someone attached to my fucking arm?
Dude,
or
that's
take a
not
shit or
that
something.
bad. For $2,400.
It's not that bad.
$2,400.
You're a better man than me. Because it's a nightmare.
I was so worried.
All right, get out of here. Leave me alone.
My favorite weekend.
I'm annoyed with you guys already. You're not even chained to me.
We're just standing here.
Exactly. See how I'm not gonna get through this, Lisa.
It's for the money. Do it for the money. Right, Richard?
Here, let's practice.
Yeah, I'm done.
See, it ain't that bad.
I'm done already.
It ain't that bad.
All right.
It ain't that bad.
Hey, Howard, can I sit in on a staff meeting someday? I would love to participate if possible.
Really? Are you going to be so full of suggestions that I have to shoot down?
No.
All my guys have learned not to waste my time.
Right.
I mean, I don't need to say a word if that's what you would prefer.
You just want to observe?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
All right, I'll give you a shot.
Hey, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
All right. Talk to Gary. He'll hook you in.
Dreams come true on the Howard Stern.
All right, thank you. Well, if he's got something, I don't know what it is.
He's so funny. He jumped from Gary to JD.
You got it. Well, you got it.
That's how Sal got his start here.
And Richard.
Right. Richard's here, by the way.
Oh, he's
Oh, you should talk to him, Howard.
His illness was yesterday.
Yeah, he was sick.
He was just telling me how he was sick. He went down to that Halloween thing at Universal. That's his favorite thing to do in the whole world. And he got sick before that, but he wouldn't miss it. He said if they had to push him in a wheelchair, he would go. So he basically went through this Halloween thing in front of getting everyone in the world sick and had to stop like every hour to vomit and have ginger ale.
Dude, you're like a 2-year-old.
Why?
You went down to Universal in California?
No, in Florida.
Oh. And then because what? You like the rides?
Well,
they have a Halloween.
They do a Halloween thing where they turn the whole park into a Halloween park. They have like a bunch of haunted houses.
But you were sick and you had a fever and you went.
I went anyway because I that's what I flew down there for. I wasn't going to not go there.
That's like a 3-year-old. You have to learn to say no to yourself and say, you know what, as much as I enjoy that, there'll be another time in my life. But right now I'm sick and I need to get better.
But it'd be another year.
Does. Yeah, it'd be another year.
Oh, dear.
It's what an adult does, Richard.
Yeah, but I mean, what if you got sick before your wedding? You'd still go through with your wedding.
Yeah, that I'd have to do. I don't have to go to Universal.
You're comparing the haunted house to the wedding.
Well,
I mean,
a
you're being
haunted house
ridiculous.
is very important.
The wedding
to
is
me.
something I've already arranged, and people are flying in and all that kind of stuff. So, of course, I would go through the wedding.
Yeah, he is the attraction at the wedding.
Right. You're just a visitor to an attraction.
But this
That'll be there next year.
But see, I kind of wanted to do it to punish myself too, because I think I was looking so forward to that weekend. That's the biggest weekend of the year for me, because it's my favorite thing ever. That I think I made myself sick because I was so scared of getting sick for that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was what you call it, psychosomatic.
Right.
And so I was like, well, you know what?
No, you were sick.
Yeah,
I
'cause
was.
You came home
yeah.
and you were sick.
But I just told myself nothing's going to stop me from going because
Richard,
I came all the way down there.
I don't know what to say.
Have you ever heard anything so idiotic?
I don't know what to say.
You know
Well,
what?
He also doesn't care about another human being on Earth. Now you're spreading your germs to everybody.
Yeah, but the asshole.
Well, we were outdoors.
Oh, so people aren't touching the same things you're touching?
Well, I tried to be careful about touching things. And
We
stuff.
were outdoors. Hey, well, listen. What is so great about the haunted house, man? Like what?
Yeah, I
what's-
mean, what goes on? You've seen it already.
But it's like saying, what's so great about the Yankees? What if you had...
Every game is different.
I beg to differ.
No, what if you had tickets...
Tell me what's so great about the haunted house.
Well, for me, this is my favorite time of the year. These haunted houses, they're like the best there, and there's a bunch of them. They turn the whole park. I always say, if there's a heaven, when I die, I'll go to Halloween Horror Nights. Because they turn the whole park into like a Halloween extravaganza. They have people running around with chainsaws. It's all foggy. They play John Carpenter music. And it's just everything that I live for, you know, in this one park. And I only get
How old are you again?
34.
Yeah.
See, I might be jumping on the Ralph bandwagon that he might be mentally deficient.
Yeah, he's ill.
I couldn't stop laughing, but, Jason just pointed out to me something. He said, Richard's such a jerk. He can't figure out a way to go to Will or Jason's wedding. That's not important enough, but he'll get wheeled around Universal where he can shit and throw up.
Are you going to Jason's wedding?
Yes.
Yeah, I sent my RSVP back. I'm not going.
Yeah, I didn't think you would be.
Anywhere.
Even Beth said to me, it's probably rude for you to go because people sit there and make a fuss over you. And what about the bride? And what about the groom? And
I'm sure he'd love to have you and didn't expect
I
you to
think he's
come.
probably happier.
Boy, that's rationalizing.
Exactly.
Yeah, he just talked himself into it's better that I
Do me a favor.
decline.
When you go to your shrink next week, ask him to analyze that whole thing.
Yeah.
But then why is Jason mad at me for not going but not mad at Howard?
Because you're not Howard.
He's mad at me, too.
What where are you going again? Coheed and Cambria?
Yeah, in California.
Yeah.
Where's that?
That's such a lame band.
No, they're awesome. You guys just rag on everything I'm into. There's a lot of people that are into Halloween.
Yeah, but you want to know something? I wouldn't tell a guy I'm not going to your wedding because I'm going to Coheed and Cambria.
Well, Jason, I love Jason, but he really kind of hurt my feelings last year with something he did when he threw me under the bus. And after that, I've not really considered him as close of a friend.
How did he throw you under the bus?
With the whole Artie thing.
What Artie thing?
I think, first of all, I think Sal was being relatively truthful. Maybe he went below the belt because he was angry, but Sal's angry. The guy who probably was the least truthful, though, is Richard. Richard has a lot of pent-up anger towards you also, and I think...
Gary.
Towards Artie.
It's not.
Yeah, no,
that's
dude,
a
I have had be honest, I've had conversations with you where you said things along a very similar line to what Sal said. You never said beer league sucked or anything, because,
No, I don't.
How surprising that would be.
Yeah, but
listen, I'm not an angry guy. I get annoyed.
Passive aggressive. Do you even know what that means? Like Gary.
I actually had to have Gary explain what that means.
Well, listen, dude. Listen, just stay clear of me. I don't want to talk to you two anymore. I really don't, because I don't like you guys either. How's that sound?
I never said I
Fuck you.
First of all, he gets insanely angry, when you guys take a swipe at his comedy, and he'll just go on and on about it.
True.
But more vicious than you're getting on the air. Who does Artie think he is? He says one thing to your face and then another thing behind your back.
That's true.
But you say it in a very malicious.
I have said that because.
And you say it angry.
The instance,
much angrier than
and
you're
this
saying
is.
it on the air.
I don't want to go and rehash the whole thing where we argued at your roast, but you came up to me at that comedy show the benefit show that we did for Sal's buddy. Right. After my set, you said, "Hey, great job, Richard. You were really nice."
Yeah, okay,
then
that one night you did good.
No, but then when you were at your roast, you said I sucked, and that's really the only time you had ever seen me at that time do comedy.
What roast? At my roast? We were roasting. It was a roast day. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying that was an instance where
the stuff I say during a roast might not be true.
I think that when you took a shot at Richard's comedy, it wasn't during your roast part. It was earlier in the morning when we were talking about it, or earlier in the evening, and you just sort of said offhand, I think Richard's act sucked. He took that very hard. That I know.
Listen, part of show business is being phony. It really is. I got news for you. Everybody in this room thinks that they're going to go on and be the honest people that they think they are. You can't live in show business like that. You have to be dishonest. Does Gary like Gina Gershon? No. But is Gary dying to hear her album? No. But you have to be phony. You have to, otherwise you will not survive in this business.
I said on the air that I didn't think Richard was being honest because I've heard him complain before and about how Artie was treating him, and that was it. I didn't say you were trashing him behind your back. I said I heard you complaining about him.
Well, but you never had any examples, well,
yes, I did. I had a specific example of one that you told me. I thought we were over this, dude. This is like a year ago.
I know, but I considered you a good friend kind of up until that moment, and then
fine. I'd rather have you not go to my wedding because you don't consider us friends anymore than give me some bullshit. I'm going to a Coheed and Cambria concert in L.A.
Well,
because then I just think you're retarded.
The reason too.
Well, no. Are you not coming because we're not friends? Or are you not coming because you got to go to a concert?
I got to admit, I get really insulted when people tell me they wouldn't come to my wedding.
Of course you do.
Yeah, that is insulting.
Yeah, actually, Will said the other day, like, at first he didn't care when people said no, but then he said the closer it got to the wedding, he's like, you know what, that's a shitty thing to back out. Especially, look, Howard, I totally understand your deal, and, you're my boss, and we're friendly, but so it's a different situation than someone like Richard,
who's a coworker.
Who's a coworker, but we hang out, we used to, hang out, talk all the time, I mean, we're friendly with each other.
But what you did came into play when I made my decision.
Then what, you're saying something now?
This is really interesting because Richard hasn't said a word about this till today to anyone.
You got to RSVP.
No, he said about the wedding, not going. But this whole thing about how he's mad at me still from a year ago, this is all new.
Well, it's not that I'm mad. I just haven't forgot about it.
So you're just rationalizing now.
He's rationalizing.
No, I haven't really considered us as close.
So if you were close, you would go to Jason's wedding instead of the concert.
Yeah.
So why didn't you go to Will's wedding?
Well, I had an appearance.
Right. A month ago on the wrap-up show, you said you felt horrible, you were sick to your stomach about it, but you just had to make this decision to go to this concert. Nothing came up that I don't like you anymore.
Well, because it was a part of the decision, that and the fact that I really want to go to the concert.
I do remember. I do remember Jason said something that I really took issue with Richard about. I don't remember exactly what it was.
Yeah, but I thought we had resolved all that.
I didn't even remember it happened, but Richard.
I got to take a break.
Richard was the brunt of it, so I guess he remembered.
So fascinating, but I do have to take a break, boys, and thank you, Richard. I hope you feel better.
Thanks,
Jason, you've gotten fatter than I've ever seen you, and you're getting married soon. What's going on with you?
What, are you going to go on a crash diet?
No, I'm not.
What's going on internally? You nervous?
No, actually, I'm not nervous at all about the actually getting married part. No, I just stopped caring. I don't know. I just don't.
Aren't you worried about your health?
Yes, that's the one thing I really worry about.
Yeah.
I don't care how I look, but I am starting to get worried. I'm getting old now. I'm almost 30.
Yeah.
And you got to start worrying about that shit.
I really thought you were going to rally and lose weight before the wedding. I thought you'd be one of those guys. But
I don't care. It just seems so stupid to try and lose weight for one day. I don't know. It seems disingenuous.
Yeah, but maybe it would be a trend that would.
Yeah, maybe you'd keep it up.
Nah. I don't know. No, I got to get in shape, but not for the wedding.
So you're still upset about all this?
Well, yeah.
It's been over a year, though. I mean,
I know. Eventually, I'll probably get over it, but it takes a while.
Have you guys spoken about this at all?
No, not really. And I never really hang out with Jason too much anyway. I mean, I like the guy, but the truth is we don't hang out outside of the show. And I'm not a wedding type guy anyway. To me, why can't I hang out with Jason the weekend before? I'm going to see him 5 minutes at his wedding. Does it matter that I'm not going to be there?
I'd rather have him say, I don't want to go to your wedding because I don't feel close to you, as opposed to I don't want to go to your wedding because I have to go to this concert in LA that's the same concert I'm going to in New York a week later.
Hey, it's Rob Zombie, and I'm here to, I don't know, why even pretend like I'm going to promote something? I'll walk in there, forget what it is, and spend, 15 minutes talking about something ridiculous. So, I don't know.
You've been here enough.
Just
to know
happy to
the
be
deal.
here. I've been here enough to know that you cannot walk in with an agenda about something you're going to promote. So, I'll do that everywhere else today.
All right.
Here, I don't know. We'll talk about our cats and our dogs and things of that nature.
Cool.
Something.
We'll see you in the studio.
See you in there.
All right, thanks.
My dear friend Rob Zombie is here.
Is that right?
Hey, look at you. How you doing, man?
All right.
What are you doing? I mean, beside the movie, are you going back on tour, or what's going on?
Yeah, well, I'm going back on tour in June.
Yeah.
Because I have the movie and the record coming out this week.
Boy, Mr.
Next week.
Busy.
I know, right?
We're putting out records. Isn't it sort of depressing now? Because I feel like the CD is dead.
It is.
The
For
record
sure.
business is almost dead. Can you sell
It is.
CDs? I mean, you've sold... How many records have you sold in your entire career?
I don't know, maybe like 16 million or something like that.
I think it's more.
I don't know.
16 million.
Something like that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, luckily I got in under the wire before the door slammed shut when you could still make money selling records. But, I mean, the rest of the world still buys them. That's what's funny.
They do?
Yeah, it's like you go to other countries and they still have record stores and things, and people still are into it.
You mean for some reason they're not aware of the internet? And
No, I think they still like to... I mean, I don't know. I think it's the hard rock scene is more like that. The kids are still into buying the actual thing and owning it.
Right.
But yeah,
So-
but I mean, but still, it is pretty dead. I mean, you sell nothing.
So when you're in the studio and you're making a new CD, do you sit there and go, "Oh, what the fuck is the use?" I mean,
Sometimes.
you do, right? It's like, what am I doing? I mean,
Oh, dear.
maybe
Yeah.
I'm wasting my time.
Well, it's not so much when you're making because we'll play the songs live and kids will know the songs and people get into it. But it's when you're obsessively trying to sequence the record.
Yeah.
You're like, what do I fuck? And no one gives a shit. Why
No
are we
one cares.
obsessing over what track 9 is going to be compared to track 8? But we do it anyway.
You have to do it. You're an artist.
But
That's
the
what
one
you
guy
do.
the one guy like Gary who still cares.
Yeah, who actually loves pieces of vinyl.
Yes, and the sequencing and feeling it and flipping it over. And
Are you a vinyl collector?
I was. Well, you know what? Now I am actually because I don't know. I got into it again.
You did?
Yeah.
It seems like the dumbest fucking thing on
It
the
might
planet.
be, but
right? It's just stupid.
Yeah, it might be, but somehow it makes me. God, Gary, come in here.
How many
Back me up on
pieces?
this.
How many pieces of vinyl do you have?
Well, I was just talking to Gary about his show. Not enough to be on the show, but
right.
You know, a decent amount because like what it was I would find cool record stores all on the road and find these records that. The thing is with a lot of bands, sometimes it seems like here's the greatest hits of this or that, but you can't find the records of some stuff you like.
And then when you get home, you have a special turntable and you listen to your vinyl.
Yes, it's very, very
Do you?
special. Well, the turntable's like not good,
right?
So maybe vinyl sounds better, but not on this turntable.
That's what I mean. It's just,
Yeah, like why would you invest in special equipment to hear a record?
If you want vinyl, Rob, I'll give you my
Boy.
records. I mean, it's I don't know. It just all seems so silly to me. But Gary insists that this is an important thing to do.
Well, I mean, for me, what it makes me actually do is listen to music a little more because what I would always find myself doing is going to iTunes, downloading a record,
right,
forgetting I downloaded it, and never listening to it,
right,
and then going. And then doing it again and going like, why am I going to, 5 times I've downloaded it.
Are you still in love with music? Like, do you love listening to other artists and hearing current bands, or are you just like over it?
Just over.
You're over it?
No, I'm not over it. How could you be over it?
I don't know.
I still love it, but I mean, I never listen to anything current though.
You don't?
Not really.
Like, you don't listen to the top 5 to hear what's selling?
No, I have no idea.
Why would he listen to the top 5?
Well,
Yeah,
just
exactly,
to see
but-
what's going on. I mean, in the music industry,
I
you're
kind
in
of
it.
don't care.
Right.
I guess I
Yeah,
should.
that's hardly music.
I guess I
most
should
of it.
care, but
But shouldn't you care about something, like some sort of artists or current music?
I probably should, but I don't. I mean, don't you feel this way sometimes? You're just trapped in your own time bubble, and when
Yeah.
you hear new stuff, you go like, I can't relate to it. It doesn't. I always feel like I can't relate to anything being made by someone younger than me. Like I
Yeah.
just feel like.
So who do you relate to? Led Zeppelin and that kind of music?
I don't know if I relate to anything, but it's like, stuff like that. If I listen to it, it still sounds great.
Hey, Rob, I'm just trying to get to know
what
you.
was the last record you
I'm
bought?
trying
High
to bust
pressure
your
in here
balls
this morning. I don't know. It
What
makes
was
me
the
like,
last record you bought?
Vinyl?
You mean vinyl, Robin?
Yes, I
CD?
do. I want to see what you picked up.
He doesn't care.
I don't know.
Did you ever win a Grammy? You've been nominated like how many times?
I think 8.
8 times. Did you ever win a Grammy?
No, but the one time I got nominated, it was me and Alice Cooper did a song together. We got nominated, and he had never won either. So I thought, I'm in this year.
Right.
They're going to give it to him because he deserves it. I'm just going to coattail in.
Did
But
you
we
go
lost again? Then
you lost. Who'd you lose to?
I don't know.
You don't remember? Did you go to the actual Grammy broadcast?
No.
You
I went once. I don't even know if I was nominated that year, and I don't like those type of things.
Why not? Why not go and celebrate with your industry?
Because it seems really exciting on television. Well, actually, it doesn't really, but
right.
The idea of it seems. But you're sitting there, and it just seems boring, and no one's watching the show anyway.
Maybe you need to play that game. Then you would win Grammys.
Maybe.
Maybe. You don't care? You wouldn't like to see a Grammy on your shelf? Would that not turn you on?
No, I guess not.
No, you don't care.
You do care about stuff like that?
No, I don't.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like how if it's something that you don't care about and then you suddenly win it. I guess it's pretty weird if you suddenly act like you care.
Yeah.
If it sold a bunch of records, I guess I would care because then it would have a purpose. But
although I was recently I won awards from Billboard magazine. I don't know what they mean. I don't know why I won them. Like top radio personality, 1990, blah blah blah. And I displayed them in my office, and I look at them once in a while, and I think it makes me feel better about myself, but I'm not sure. I don't even know why I do it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have a few awards for different things, and I have them still. I mean,
You've seen my office.
Do you display them?
You see I displayed my stuff in my office.
Well, yeah, the lights that you have focused on them are a tad bright.
Well, they have to be displayed.
You can't get around
Rob
them
doesn't display any of his awards?
Well, technically they're displayed. There's just no one ever that comes over to see them. So does a display count if no one's there to see it?
Do you have any friends beside me? I mean, do you have any people who come over and hang out ever?
No.
Never.
Literally never.
Never. Are you lonely?
I mean, I have West Coast friends, but I don't really know anyone on the East Coast.
Why not? You live on the East Coast now. Why don't you have any friends? What's going on there?
I think I've passed the age of making friends.
Is that right? And you don't need that kind of
stimulation? That's why when I come to your house, it's so awkward.
I know. Yeah, for both of us. So Rob and his beautiful wife,
we just
Sherry,
stare at each other and don't know what to say.
No, they will come over occasionally, and we'll spend the weekend together, and then we stare at each other.
Yeah.
But it doesn't seem so bad, right? We have a decent time.
No, it's great. And then we have that breakfast Sunday morning, and you have that look on your face like...
It's time for you to go.
You've had your breakfast. Just get out of my house.
Come on, Rob. Get the fuck out of here.
How long are you going to linger?
Tell me what happened. I haven't had a chance to talk to you about this. You were on tour with Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
When did this happen, by the way, this incident with Marilyn Manson?
I don't know.
Yeah.
6 months ago, maybe?
Because it seems very, I know you. This seems very childish. This is like high school almost.
Oh, it was ridiculous.
Ridiculous, right? You were on tour with Marilyn Manson. Are you sort of the boss? When you go out on tour with Marilyn Manson, are you guys sort of in control of the thing? Because I figure he's not a businessman.
Well, I mean, the whole tour is that tour, and most tours were structured co-headlining, 50-50. Nobody, if everything's 50-50, nobody can ever complain.
Right.
I mean, we would close the show, he would open it, but it was like same set time, same everything for everybody that way. No one can ever complain. So
are you good friends with Marilyn Manson when you put together a tour, or is it strictly business?
It's sort of like a little of both, I guess. I mean, I've known him for a long time, but I'm not like good friends with him. I would, if I saw him someplace, you just know people for
So when you go
20
out,
years.
I just figured when you go out on tour with someone, you really do hang out and you get to know each other. But you don't, right? It's like two separate worlds.
Sometimes you do. I mean, I never really did. I would always sort of keep to myself, and the band, a lot of my band's sort of the same way, so it's like, we just don't.
Aren't a lot of guys in your band now from Marilyn Manson? Like
two of the guys, yeah.
Yeah, they left Marilyn Manson and they joined your band.
Well, they had already quit, so they didn't jump ship to, they'd been out of that band for a while. So that was kind of weird, but...
Right. So you go out on tour with Marilyn Manson. He opens, you close the show.
Yeah.
You split it 50-50. Everything's going along just fine. One night, Marilyn Manson decides he's going to show up late.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really told the whole story because I figured that might as well just let it die out because it was so stupid to begin with.
Right.
Because, the next day it was over with, but, I'm still talking about it.
Right.
It was no big deal. What it exactly was, even though as soon as you tell your side of the story, it's like, oh, yeah, that's his bullshit side of the story.
Right.
I mean, he just, and I didn't even care. He went on late, which doesn't matter.
Right.
He can go on late, doesn't matter. He just has to get off on time because, all the buildings have strict curfews, so...
Right. When you do a concert, you can't stay there all night. It
Yeah,
costs
no, I mean
extra
they will
money to
literally just
stay.
turn the power off and turn the lights on, and people start filing out. So you can't do that. So he can go on whenever he wants. He can do whatever he wants.
Right.
He can. It doesn't matter to me. I don't even pay attention.
But it does affect your show.
He just has to come off stage at the allotted time that he's supposed to be off stage. That's the only thing. And he went on late, which I didn't care. I was in my
How many
dressing
minutes
room.
late? Half
I don't
hour?
even know. I think he was like 20 minutes late, 25 minutes late. I wasn't even paying attention really, because I was in my dressing room getting ready. So whatever he does, I'll monitor what he does. I just happened to that night. Sometimes in the dressing rooms they have TV, so you can watch the other acts while you're getting ready. So that night I just happened to be watching.
Right.
Normally I wouldn't have, because I'd be too busy. And he went, and then he went on late, which was fine. I didn't care. But then he wasn't coming off on time, and he was kind of going. And I'm like,
dude, you're
someone's got to go out there and, which sometimes it happens, 5 minutes, something, you go, can't judge everything perfectly. But I'm like, is someone going to stand off the side of the stage and start waving, flashing the flashlight, like time to get off,
Right.
And just kind of kept going and going. And then he finally came off, whatever time, and, whatever. We played our show. And it wasn't until the next day that it sort of turned into a thing.
He badmouthed you.
Yeah, because in his mind, he thought I had he couldn't play his last song, which I didn't even know. But it had nothing to do with me. I mean, he went on he went on late.
He went on late. He's got to end his set.
It was the chaos of his show, and it had nothing to do with me. And
but he blamed you.
Yeah, he got on stage and started ranting and raving about me. And
What did he say about you?
I missed a lot of it because I was backstage getting ready, but I saw some of it on TV, and I'm like, he's screaming, "I'm going to kick somebody's ass!" And I was watching on TV, what is he talking about?
Right.
Not realizing he's talking about me.
Right.
I'm just watching, who's he mad at? Because he's always
There's always something going on.
I mean, you know him, and this is not gossip. He always seems to be mad at somebody.
Right. He
That's just
needs
sort of-
that.
yeah, he's like, I just figured it was some crew guy that did something, and he was pissed off about sound guy.
Right. He's a drama queen.
So he's just ranting and raving, and eventually, after watching it for 5 minutes, I realized he's talking about me. Like,
Poor
what the
you.
fuck did I do? I'm back here minding my own business.
Right.
And he's out there, and I'm like, I was like, I'll just not say anything. I'll just ignore it, because that's just sort
'Cause you're
of the way
above it.
things are.
Yeah.
But it kept going and going, and you can only be pushed so far. So when he came off stage,
yeah, you feel like a
I
douche.
bolted backstage into his dressing room with the ridiculous thought, like, I'm just going to punch him in the face, and that's
Right.
going to be the end of that, and we won't have to talk about it anymore.
Right.
And I ran in there, and I think he was sort of like, hey, whatever. But I was pissed.
Hey, whatever.
Like, I don't know. I don't know if he even
So wait,
realizes
you
the
go.
things he says
Let
sometimes.
me understand something. So you go charging back. Can you beat him up, by the way? I mean, have you assessed that situation before you go charging in there?
I don't know how you would assess the situation.
Right. Are you a good fighter?
It's not something that I want to do.
Right. Have you been in fights?
It would be absurd. Not since you're a kid.
Right.
Like, who gets into a fight as an adult?
Very few people.
It's pretty absurd.
Yeah.
What is happening? But you just get pissed. I mean, you know.
Right.
But it almost happens. I mean, it seems like this.
So you charge into his dressing room. You say, "Hey, Marilyn Manson."
I didn't go in there like, I'm going to fight. I just kind of went in like, what the fuck is your problem?
And what did he think? Did he explain himself?
Not really. He sort of started to, and I just basically, I was pretty calm about it. I was pissed, but calm. I was just like, look, man, I don't fuck with your show. I didn't fucking do anything with your show. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so what the fuck?
And all of a sudden, when you confront a guy like that,
Well, then,
suddenly...
then he didn't really know. I just think that he just starts saying things. He's not thinking that someone's actually going to be pissed about it.
Right.
And not just shrug it off like, If it was backstage, I might have just not shrugged it off. But, like, if you're going to go in front of the crowd and say the whole thing, now it just became like a real thing you just created.
So after you
that
confront
I'm still
him,
talking about.
Yes,
obviously.
but after you confront him, I just want to understand how you handled it. After you confront him, then you go out on stage and you start singing "Fuck Marilyn Manson," right?
Well, yeah, because I don't remember what I did. I don't remember.
I'll
but
play it for you.
Don't play it.
Come on, I
hate
want to
hearing
play.
live music.
Wait.
No, I can imagine.
All right, you don't want to hear it?
No, I hate hearing
It's
live
so
recordings.
great.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I was just, after I got off stage, it's like, oh, this is so stupid.
Right.
But
so even after confronting him and he gave you his explanation,
he never really gave me an explanation. I don't
That's
know,
when you
what
went
he
on
said.
stage.
I was just.
Is that when you went on stage and said "Fuck Marilyn Manson" and all that other stuff? Because that's what made my news. That's what made my
Yeah,
radar.
so it made it seem like I started the whole thing, obviously.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't, have any reason to be mad at him for anything.
How do you feel about the two of you doing a boxing match on my show? Would you consent
I
to
feel
that?
that that's a mature way to just
Yeah, why not? Let's get it over
No,
with.
the thing is, like, the next day, nobody cared, but it's like, it seems like this big deal. And then, that was like almost like the first week of the tour. Then we did all of the U.S. and all of Europe together.
Who patches things up between you guys when you have a big, tour like that and it's bound to make a lot of money? Who actually intervenes and says, "Oh, come on, guys, let's sit down and work this out business-wise"?
Well, I mean, after it happened that night, his whole his manager and Twiggy and stuff were all in my dressing room, like apologizing, like, "Oh my God, we're so sorry. This is so fucked up."
Right.
I was like, by that point, I was like, "Who cares? Fuck it." So I'd basically just approach like, you know what? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk to each other for the entire tour. It doesn't affect our shows. But, our tour manager used to be their tour manager or I don't remember how it went. And he sort of, I think, was in the middle of it.
You're all artists. You're all trying to make a living.
It's like, it was absurd, but everyone's, sometimes people just push you and you're like, especially, I think it's when you try so hard to make something like fair, like, okay, it's 50-50, that way no one can say shit, and then someone starts something, you're like,
because you couldn't come up with a more fair business arrangement. It's like, hey, you make 50, I'll make 50. Let's shut up and go make some money.
I mean, that's the only way, because and you don't want it to be some ego thing. So if it's kind of like, you get everything I get, you do your whole thing, I do my whole thing, done.
Would you go out on tour with him again?
Probably, yeah.
Does it give you pause now when you say, hey, when I pick a guy I'm going to go on tour with, I got to really make sure?
No, it never happened before. We've done so many tours. I mean, I've toured endlessly for 25 years and literally never had a problem with it.
Do you still like touring?
Yeah, that's the best part about it. That's the only thing, like when we're talking about CDs and all that and vinyl, but touring is the only thing that hasn't changed. That's exactly the same.
And it feels good to go out on the road and do all that
it's great.
stuff? Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this directing thing now is getting very
Does that work with a music career? I think
What,
those
directing?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean, I think, do they come from different places in you, Rob, or is it the same kind of
pretty different.
creative process?
It's real different. I mean, I used to do this thing that didn't work where I would make a record and tour and do that for a couple of years and then stop and then make a movie and just be in that world for years at a time. And literally when I'd be done making the movie and doing that whole stuff, I'd be like, I don't even remember how to play a show. I don't even remember what I used to do. It would feel so separate because you go from being out front, having to make a spectacle of yourself, to being so far behind the scenes that you don't even talk to people practically.
I read an interview with some director who said you really don't know how to direct a movie until you've directed at least 4 or 5 movies. That I know what it was. Was somebody commenting on the fact that Jon Stewart wants to direct a movie, and the guy was saying it was probably a mistake. I was reading this critique. He goes, it's probably a mistake because it takes 4 or 5 movies before you really know what the hell you're doing. You agree with that?
Do you feel that way?
I feel like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can with each one you learn enough that you can get through the next thing and you can make it better and you learn stuff. But I don't know if you probably even after 5 movies, if you feel like, oh, I got this.
Right.
It's like with anything. The more you learn, the more, and it sounds so cliche, but the more you learn, the more you feel like, oh God, the more there is to do. But
yeah, I find with me, I gotta jump into something and delve into it completely. I can't just be into one thing and then another thing and then another thing. You got to really sort of immerse yourself in it, right? What, you started directing stuff when you were doing rock videos, right?
Well, that's how I started with videos, and now what I've been doing in between movies is doing some TV and some TV commercials.
Yeah, what was that commercial you did for like Woolite or something?
I did a Woolite commercial, and I've done some other ones since then.
Now that seems odd.
No, you know what? I've always heard...
Rob Zombie for Woolite.
I've always heard that commercial directing is probably the best training for movie directing. That these are the guys...
A story.
These are guys who actually are on the cutting edge of the technology. Because commercials, they put up a lot of money for them, and you can experiment, right?
Well, what's good about what I like about commercials is it feels like, it'd be like if you did a tour and you played one show a year, and after that show you'd be like, that was a terrible show. You need to do in a lot of shows. You kind of get in the groove, and at least the commercials, you feel like you keep your sort of directing chops up because you're there and you're working. Because sometimes if you haven't done a movie for 2 years, you walk on set and you feel like this is awkward.
Where is this Woolite commercial? I want to see it. I mean, did you do some sort of weird commercial, or was it like
pretty
a straight...
weird. The thing with the commercials, they're not my ideas. They come to you. The ad agency has agonized over it for sometimes a year.
Wow.
And they bring you the boards. But I mean, it's it's all over YouTube for sure. But
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty. But what I liked about it, they wanted to do something, of course, that was like scary.
Right.
Which is, it's a pretty weird Woolite commercial. It looks like a guy's dragging a dead body through a field.
For Woolite?
For Woolite.
Wow,
You got all
how
the good
weird.
stuff.
Was
And-
this an internet commercial? They didn't air
No,
it.
no, it's still on. It was so successful, then they're still running it. They've been running it for 2 years. I've seen it so much on television.
Do you get paid every time they run it? Is it one of those? No, you don't. You get paid one-shot deal.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame.
So a person is dragging somebody.
Dragging like what looks like a body bag through a field, in like this creepy field, and there's a spooky house and stuff. It looks like a serial killer, and then he starts pulling out laundry and torturing the laundry on these torture devices, and it's like, don't torture your clothes, use Woolite. But at the end of the commercial, there's all the nice stuff, like the pretty people wearing their nice clothes.
Yeah.
That was the stuff that was fun to film because it was so easy.
Are you becoming the guy who they go to for horror movies and stuff? I mean, are you only going to be a horror movie director?
No, this movie I just did will be the last one that I do, I think.
You're talking
Really?
about the new movie,
Yeah.
by the way, is called, hold on, Lords of Salem.
Yeah, the Lords of Salem.
Which opens nationwide this Friday. Were you, we've discussed this a million times, but were you upset that they put on the Munsters television show and they didn't tap you for that? Because no one is a bigger Munsters fan besides myself. Well, you and me,
Yeah.
right?
No, I never even crossed my mind. I figured, like, with TV shows, it's like...
Did you watch the Munsters, the
I missed
remake?
it because I was on tour, and I forgot to watch it.
You never saw it?
I never got to see it.
I thought it was really good.
Yeah, I
Like,
remember
Robin
you
didn't
saying
think
that
it
you
was
liked
good.
it, but
I
I didn't.
loved it.
I was unsure of it till that night at your house hanging out with Jerry. And
Right.
He's so funny.
Right.
I like...
You got it.
I got why they would cast him because he's so funny.
How big of a Munsters fan are you? If I was to ask you questions about the Munsters, do you think you could answer them?
I don't know.
I want to test you.
I wore this for you today.
Oh, yeah, you got the Herman Munster shirt. I love the Munsters.
But,
let me see how good you are. I'm going to give you a
bet
test.
I won't remember any of them.
Let's see.
There was a time where I was
How many
good.
times have you watched the Munsters, the episodes?
I don't know. I mean, I've been watching it over and over since I was a little kid, but I haven't watched it recently.
Let me see how you do. I'm going to really test you now. Let's call this the Munsters game.
Okay.
With my special guest, Rob Zombie.
Right.
All right, here we go. You ready?
I don't know.
Herman drove the Munster coach. What was the name of Grandpa's coffin car?
Well, that's easy. Dragula.
Dragula, of course. I start you off. All right, that's one. You got it
That'd be
right.
nice. I don't get that one.
All right. Of course, you wrote a song called Dragula.
Yes.
All right.
Softball question.
There were two actresses who played Marilyn. Name them.
There was first Beverly Owen, who
Correct.
quit after 13 episodes because she wanted to be with her boyfriend, who
Yes.
that didn't go anywhere. And then Pat Priest replaced her.
Excellent. That is correct.
Which, it's funny as a kid when they would always do that, you wouldn't even notice. You'd be like, why does she look weird now?
Yeah, and it was weird, too, because
It's like
the
the two
original
Darrens.
Marilyn was young, and then the one they got second was like an old 44-year-old woman.
I think she was only 30.
30-something. For back then, it was
But,
like old.
but at least she was blonde. You could always tell the first one. I think she was always wearing a wig because she'd always wear like a...
And Beverly Owen had to leave because her boyfriend lived in New York.
Yeah.
She marries the fucking guy, gives up the Munsters, and guess what? They got a divorce.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
She could be at a convention signing pictures of herself from 40 years ago right now.
What was the name of Grandpa's pet bat?
I assume it was Igor.
Correct. What do you mean you assume it was Igor?
That's the first thing that popped in my head, but I wasn't...
All right.
You know.
Now, here's a good one. Let me see how good you are.
Okay.
What was the name of the funeral parlor that Herman worked at?
Gateman, Goodman, and Graves, I think.
Oh, my God. Beautiful. Gateman, Goodberry, and Graves.
Yeah.
I am
Look
very
at you.
impressed.
What was the name of Herman's twin brother?
That I don't think I'm going to remember.
Come on, you can pull this out.
His twin brother.
Herman had a twin brother.
Yeah, he was all like... He was always wearing an ascot.
Right.
I can't think of...
Herman's brother wore an ascot?
He was more refined than Herman.
Starts with a C.
I can't think of it right now.
Charlie.
Oh, okay.
How do you not know that?
It's all right. But that was the name of the episode, too, he was on. Something with the name Charlie in it.
In the episode entitled...
Monsterologist.
In the end, listen, this guy's good. Rob comes to my house and we sit and watch Munsters.
Oh, my God.
On the big screen, though.
On the big screen. I got a big screen.
He built the
Is it
screening room so we
different?
can watch the monsters.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And it was weird because Jimmy Kimmel was over, and I think I don't know that Jimmy's that into the Munsters,
Jimmy doesn't dig the Munsters.
but he wanted to bond with us, so he sat and watched the Munsters with us because we were insane. In the episode entitled Herman the Rookie, what baseball team did Herman try out for?
Oh, good question. I haven't seen that episode in a long time. I don't know. Was it the Dodgers?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That was a guess, though.
Don't you remember? Because I forget who was in the episode. But
some episodes. Was Sandy Koufax the episode?
Yeah. What was the name of Eddie's doll?
Oh, that was Woof Woof.
Correct, Woof Woof.
Look at the ear was always coming off.
Wow.
My God, you spent a lot of time.
Oh, what, you think Rob had a life? If there wasn't for rock music, he'd still be in his room watching. You ever think about that, like what you'd be doing if it wasn't for rock music? Like
it would. Well, yeah, it would be sad because I remember having that moment. I think you ever have that moment where you're like, you might only be 21, but I had no job. I had got kicked out of college, and I remember sitting in my crappy apartment in New Jersey thinking, well, you did it. You're a loser. With nothing in sight, like, you did it. You're a loser.
What was the college?
Parsons School of Design.
Yeah. You got kicked out?
Well, I would never go. So my grades got so low, they kicked me out.
Did your parents pay for it, or did you pay for it?
Well, no, they paid for it. I since paid them back. But
were they livid? Like, hey, we're paying for this.
I think they were relieved. I mean, they didn't pay beyond what I went. So
yeah, but I'm just saying, I mean, they're paying for it, and they have this son who, like isn't even going to class, and they're probably like, why the hell are you making us pay for this
Well, I'm
thing?
sure for many years, yeah, it was a horrible disappointment.
What were you thinking not going to class? I mean, why?
I was thinking that I moved from a boring town, and I was in New York City, and it was more fun to go to Danceteria all night long than to get up and go to class.
You went to a place called Danceteria?
Yeah, remember that place?
But you didn't dance.
No, it was just called Danceteria for whatever reason. It was a cheesy name, but... it was 4 or 5 floors, and it was a great place.
And you get laid there?
No.
Did you have the whole beard and the whole look?
No, I don't. I was pretty young. I don't think my beard would have grown then.
In high school, were you happening at all? I mean, were you getting laid, or were you just like kind of a loser?
What are we doing right now?
What do you mean?
You're reading me questions about the Munsters.
Oh.
Doesn't that answer the other question you just asked me?
Yeah, right, okay. How old were you when you first got a woman?
I don't know, 16 maybe?
16? Oh, so you weren't doing so bad.
Well, when you're 16, it seems horrible. I usually think it should be like...
What was the name of the old ring Eddie found in the attic that carried a terrible curse?
Oh, yeah, that was...
This would be really incredible if you got
I
this.
think it's... I forget how they would say it. It's almost like Lugosi is like the word, but...
Very good.
But is that the word?
It's an emerald.
Different,
it's the...
I can't remember how they would...
It was the...
Emerald Lugosi?
It was, it was the Fregosi.
Fregosi, yeah.
Emerald. Very good. I'm going to give you that one. That was close.
I think I was never quite sure what Grandpa was saying when he would say it.
Herman, it's the Fregosi emerald.
Yeah, like...
okay, if you get this, you will be the greatest Munsters trivia expert.
I already got one
of all
wrong,
time.
so I'm not.
Yeah, but this is a tough one.
Right.
Very few people know this one. What was Herman's wife's name in the pilot? It was not Lily.
Oh yeah, and it wasn't. It
was not Lily.
Wasn't Yvonne DiCarlo either.
No.
It was. I got to replay that episode in my head because Happy Durman was the Eddie that they didn't use, who was horrible.
That's right. That's right. A lot of the
and yeah, what was her name?
I'll give it to you.
No, I'll think of it.
All right, go ahead.
Damn it, Phoebe.
That's correct. Phoebe. Holy mackerel.
Who played her?
Who played her?
I forget. I read this recently too. It's weird that it wasn't Lily. It wasn't. They had a hard time.
Color.
They had a hard time getting Yvonne DiCarlo to do it.
Well, yeah, I suppose there was a lot of attitude because I guess they considered her a movie star.
Yeah.
But she didn't want to do TV. Meanwhile, it's the best thing ever happened to her.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, one last one, and that's it. Phoebe is awesome. I should probably stop there.
Was it Joan Marshall that played you?
I don't remember. Who provided the primary voice for the Raven and the cuckoo clock that bugs her?
Probably Mel Blanc.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, look at you. Look at that. Impressive, no?
I thought those questions would be harder. That's why I was afraid of.
Who was the band that came on the Munsters, remember?
Standells.
Right. Joe asked that from Mount Pleasant. Okay, Joe, there's your answer. Wow. Yeah, you should have directed the Munsters movie or something.
I still want to see that TV show just to...
Yeah, it was good.
Did it seem like
so.
the Munsters, or was it just something...
No, it was something cool, though. It was different. It was all right. So...
Did you say Joan Marshall? You're right.
Yeah, look at this guy. He's on fire. I'm telling you, when I watch the Munsters with him, it's a pure delight. Like he's sitting there mouthing all the words, you know.
There's some great stuff in there too. Some bloopers. There's one scene, I can't remember what episode it was, where Herman's coming down the stairs and he's talking to Lily, and a crew guy wanders by in the background, and they didn't cut it. It's like just some guy in a white T-shirt walks by in the back. It's so funny.
See, that's why you can't recreate that.
Yeah,
maybe not.
The best one. Remember the episode with Zombo?
Zombo is the best episode ever.
Louis Nye.
Right. Yes.
But like at the beginning of that episode, when Eddie's sitting on the, I guess I did watch the Monsters a lot.
Yeah.
Beginning of the episode, when Eddie's sitting on the front porch talking to his friends about Zombo.
Right.
Eddie must have learned everyone's lines, because when the other kids are talking, he's mouthing the words to what they're saying through the whole thing.
Don't you remember when we were watching Zombo together?
Maybe that's what we're.
Yeah, right. That's yeah. The Zombo is the best one.
That's my favorite one.
Because Eddie thought Zombo was a real guy, and then when he learns he isn't, he's completely destroyed. It's awesome. Anyway, so the new movie, Rob, we could do this all day.
Oh,
maybe we should.
Yeah, maybe we should do it all day. People like it. The new movie is called. Well, first of all, I should tell you the new CD is called Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor, which is some name. You know, I still fantasize. I screwed up so bad when we recorded
Why
together.
do you always say that? You always say that.
You know I did. You can be honest. I couldn't get the voice you wanted me to get. I should have sang it in my regular voice.
Yeah.
You know, and I still feel I need to get back in the studio and record that thing
Are you going to
properly.
redo?
We need to do an updated version of that.
I need a remake on it.
Because I can see from Twitter you want to get rid of it.
No, I don't.
Oh, then why is everyone always tweeting me? Oh,
no.
We got to keep that song.
That song is always going to be the theme song. But we had a theme song contest, so people thought, oh, you want to get rid of Rob saying it. But no, it was just something
well, then I'll
fun to
ignore
do.
all that.
Yeah, no. That
I thought it was
always
out
be.
the window.
But the new movie is called The Lords of Salem. Are you nervous about the box office here? You always say no, but I don't believe you. I think you are.
I'm not, because this movie's a little different. Like the last couple movies I did, like the Halloween films, they were coming out on 4,000 screens, big wide release. This is a smaller release. So
what does that mean? I mean, I have
less
to go
screens.
I have to search around for it.
Yeah, well, I mean, a little bit more. I mean, it won't be. It'll be. If you want to see it, you can find it, but it's not going to be every single theater you go to.
But you made a statement. You said, hey, my movies are not for everyone, that I know that half the audience will like it and half the audience won't, and I don't care. You don't care. Well, you can't please everyone.
I wouldn't know how to please everyone if I had to.
Right. You don't do market research on these things?
Well, no, because, I mean, we would not with this film, but with the other films, you know, you do the test screening and you listen to it, but you can't. What can you derive from that?
Did you write the script for Lords of Salem?
Yeah.
And what is this script? What is it about? In other words, it's a radio disc jockey, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a show that's sort of like, you know, the bad version of this show.
So was I the inspiration for your movie? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yes.
Yeah,
well, there's a character that's sort of like if you and Fred were one person.
I see. Wow. We are one person.
But actually inhabiting one body.
So there's a character where so there's a disc jockey, and the disc jockey, becomes possessed by witches?
Eventually, yes, because of her lineage back to something that happened in 1697
And your wife plays the disc jockey?
Well, she's one of them. She's sort of the Robin. Who laughs happily at everything that...
Not everything, trust me.
The two-headed Howard and Fred creature says, even when it's not funny.
I see.
Oh, how dare you?
Yeah. No, in the movie.
In the movie, not in real life. Yeah, she laughs only at funny things.
Always funny in real life.
That's
it's
right.
just not in the movie.
And so your philosophy I like about this movie. You said corporate America wants everyone to like everything all the time, that their expectation is that businesses are like...
When did I say all this important stuff?
You said corporate America wants everyone to like everything. You must like all TV shows. You must like all products because that's how they make the most money. But the things that I've always loved, this is you talking, aren't the things that always make the most money.
Well, of course,
and you're right.
I mean, the stuff that I love, I think there's a few things in life that made a fortune that everybody loves, like the Beatles.
Right.
That everyone goes, okay, it was hugely popular and amazing, but most of the time that's not the case.
But do you think you say that because you're fearful that America will not love your film? You're saying it out of fear rather than confidence.
No, I think I'm just being honest for a change, because you just realize, I think what happens after a while is you just realize, it becomes like, what are you chasing? You know, because I see people do that, like they just seem... not to name anybody, but after a certain age, you see someone, you go like, you're already the #1 box office star in the world. You have $1 billion. Why do you seem so
Miserable.
paranoid. You seem miserable, and you seem so desperate to have everyone love you all the time.
Yes.
Who gives a shit?
Well, if you truly
You know?
feel that way, that's extremely healthy. Because rather than sitting and creating art for the masses, you're sitting and creating art because you love it.
And I
that's
think-
probably purest.
I think the big thing that changed my mind on that was when I made the first Halloween movie, there was stuff about it I wasn't happy with. So it always bothered me. And then the movie came out, and it was #1, and it made a fortune and broke the box office records. And it didn't make me happy because I was so hyper obsessed on what was wrong with the film in my mind that I knew at that moment that will never matter to me.
Do you think things were wrong with it because you were trying to make it commercially successful and you were trying to please all of your corporate masters?
I think at that point, I don't remember, but it was just, I felt rushed. I felt there were too many cooks in the kitchen, like, you know how it becomes.
So how much money did it cost to make Lords of Salem?
Oh, this is a cheaper film. This was only like $2.5 million.
$2.5 million
it's
bucks.
a smaller.
How can you make a movie for that these days?
Tell me about it.
Yeah, and so you made it for $2.5 million. So if the movie makes $20 million, you're hit a home run, right?
Well, yeah, no, that's the thing. That's what's great about it too, where I don't have to worry because it's gonna make money no matter what.
Right.
That's so. I guess you can stop worrying once that factor comes out.
Are other rock and roll people, particularly in the heavy metal genre, jealous of you because you have something more going on than just music?
I don't think so.
I
no.
do. I do.
I never noticed that.
Why does this guy from Gwar give you a hard time?
I don't know.
He does. You know that.
No, I don't know.
He does.
I don't know. I don't know anything about.
He's always.
I haven't thought about Gwar in a long time.
You do you know these guys in Gwar?
I don't think so. I mean, I remember I met some of them. I remember the first time I saw them was like, whatever, like a million years ago when I first heard of them.
Did you like them?
I thought it was a pretty crazy show.
Right.
I haven't seen them in 20 years, but
are they still
I know
around?
I've met somebody in the band. I know there's certain people that I have met that I don't think are in the band anymore, but,
I
it's not
see.
something I thought about.
He probably, these guys in Gwar want to direct a Woolite commercial, and they see you getting all this work.
Well, that's when it happens,
That's right.
It's the things like that.
Do you have, so what is the next move in terms of being a movie director? I know you put out the new album. That's out now. Then you've got this movie, Lords of Salem. What's the next move in terms of movies if you're not doing horror movies?
Well, the next movie that I'm doing is this movie called The Broad Street Bullies.
This is the hockey movie?
The hockey movie, yeah.
Who knew you do not look like a hockey fanatic.
Well,
What does he look like, Howard?
He looks like a man who's a fan of the homeless. Rob, will you ever change your look? It's a look you have never changed. You always have the beard and mustache. You always have the long dreads.
I don't know, maybe someday.
You would never give it up. And why should you?
Maybe as a director, you should have a different look.
Yeah, maybe an ascot, like Charlie, Herman's brother.
I should.
Yeah.
Does he have a monocle also?
Yeah, he did. He had a monocle.
I believe you're right, yes.
That's right.
I'm in a smoking jacket.
Right. Seriously, is this a look that will always be you?
I don't know.
Do people ever say you've got to change your look? This is, it's just too long like this.
No. I mean, maybe. But I think for what I do with music, it seems like, I mean, I don't keep it. It just, your look is your look. It's just you. But after a while, but
it fits.
It's just what you do. I mean, I think that's the one thing that's great about hard rock, metal, whatever. It's not trendy. I mean, the bands are just how they are. You don't expect them to change with the times.
Are you sorry you're so heavily tattooed?
No.
You are not? I got that impression you were. I called you up. I was in Los Angeles. I was looking to get a Bianca tattoo because my dog had died.
Yeah.
And I called you. I figured, well, if anyone knows where to go for a tattoo, it would be you. And I called you, and you were like, "Oh man, I don't even know anymore. I'm not in that world. I don't."
I haven't gotten a tattoo in a long time, but
well, you have no room left.
Well, I don't know. For me, for some weird reason, it seemed like each one I got as I got older, it hurt more.
Right.
Until I was like, "This is miserable."
But when
I was younger, I didn't seem to care. But why does it seem so miserable?
When you're nude. And I mean, you're heavily tattooed. Where is your chest tattooed?
No, it's really just my arms.
Just your arms.
Yeah,
that's it.
A little bit on my chest, not much.
When you're nude, do you ever look at yourself and say, my look would be much better if I wasn't so heavily tattooed?
No, I actually think sometimes I'm so used to having my arms tattooed and having most of the people that are around me
tattooed
the same way that when people's arms aren't tattooed, it actually looks kind of funny to me.
Right. Because I mean, when you're in rock and roll,
that actually looks funny.
It's true. When you're in rock and roll, everyone walking around on stage is heavily tattooed.
Yeah. So when you see someone and their arms are bare, it looks like they have little baby arms.
When you did it, though, it wasn't such a popular trend to get tattooed. I'm sure your family was quite disturbed because they probably thought you were like the tattooed man.
I don't remember. I mean, I think at that point, I was probably still a horrible disappointment.
Are your parents disappointed in you?
No, I don't think so.
Do you ever see them?
Yeah, I see them all the time.
I get the feeling like you don't have any, even when I started to ask you about high school and about your parents, I feel like you completely clam up.
I do.
Yeah, why?
I clam up wisely on this show about anything that's real.
Well, no, you don't. You just talked about the Munsters. What's more real than that?
I'm good with that subject. That I'll let
Your
loose
parents
on.
still live in Jersey?
No, they live in California.
They live in California. And you go
Do
and
you have siblings?
I have one brother who lives in California. He lives in Burbank.
Does he have the long beard and the tattoos and the hair?
No, he has...
He's got a normal job?
No, he's in a band, too. He has, like, kind of like Billy Idol style hair.
Yeah, I remember him. That's right. He wears an ascot, though, when he directs, doesn't he? Yeah.
So I can't do that because it's...
I see. So, the new movie is Lords of Salem.
Yes.
It's got to make some money.
Yes, it has to make some money.
Right, it's a horror movie.
But you got to look for it because it's not on every screen.
Right, Robin. How will you find it, Robin?
It's as they say, limited at the moment, and then they'll put on more screens.
Oh, okay.
Rob, any regrets in your career?
I feel like when I was listening to Bradley Cooper in here explaining Silver Linings Playbook,
right.
trying to explain to you that this is a real movie, Howard. It's just on limited screens at this point.
Right. And Rob, are there any regrets in your life? Are you happy with your life? Are you happy with everything you've done?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You're fine.
I have nothing to complain about.
Is being a rock star the greatest career a man can have?
I think it must be, yeah.
It has to be,
awesome.
right? Is it an amazing feeling when you're up on stage and
it's
you sing?
Great. I mean, I think it's truthfully more fun now than ever. Because when you're young, it seems like you find, like everything, you complain about everything, everything's a problem, the band can't stand each other, and every year that goes by, it becomes more fun and great,
Still happy not having children, you and your wife?
Yes, that I'm very happy about.
You don't like kids?
It's fine if they're someone else's kids.
Right.
For a limited amount of time.
Right, you just could not handle it. If your wife said to you tomorrow, I need to have children.
I don't think I can handle it.
You would say, look, that's it. Get the fuck out of the house.
Yeah, kids, it's like after 5 minutes, I'm like, that was
it.
great, I'm done.
That
was really good. You ran up and down the hall 3 times, and it was funny, and I'm good.
Because you're a creative guy. You're not bored. You're not looking for something to do, right? You're busy.
I don't know anyone who has kids that's happy about it. Everyone I know who has kids does everything in their power to push them off onto somebody else all day long.
I see a lot of that myself.
I don't know anyone who spends every waking. I mean, it's funny. I mean, when I was a kid, it seemed like I must have drove my mother up the wall. Like you're always around mom. Now it's like mom's a stranger.
And now look at you. I mean, what good did it do her having kids?
Right, you left her.
Right.
After
all that.
What a waste of time. That's what I feel sometimes, though. I think back and go, wow, it must have really been.
Where were you when you saw a kid smash his head from the balcony? He jumped off the balcony. Was it at one of your shows?
Well, that happens a lot.
People jump from the balcony?
It seems like it's a little less common, but like back in the 90s, it seemed like people weren't really thinking.
People were committing suicide, or they were just sort of high?
No, they were just. I think there was a moment when I don't know. I the time frame I can't remember, but the sort of like mosh pit, all that stage diving stuff, which was always sort of like a punk rock small club sort of thing.
Yeah. And people start to think they're invincible.
Which is okay because you're jumping off the stage at CBGB's, which is about 1.5 feet high.
Right.
And what's the worst thing you're going to do is nothing.
Right.
And then suddenly you move it to an arena level and you're jumping off a stage that's 8 feet high or off the balcony. And, it's brutal.
Yeah. You saw a kid split his head open, right?
Well, yeah, because they don't realize that. Well, they get on stage sometimes. This doesn't really happen anymore. It seems like this has died down. But, you try to make that jump from the stage over the barricade into the front row. And it's pretty far sometimes.
Yeah.
And they forget that they got to clear the monitors, and they're not really getting a good jump.
Yeah.
So, it gets pretty ugly sometimes.
Yeah. Do you ever warn the kids at the beginning, don't jump, don't make that kind of mistake?
No, because with most things, saying to someone, don't jump, is like saying, please try to jump.
Was it a true story, Rob? I can't tell if you were joking about this or not, but I do want the true answer. That you once claimed to smoke crack with Ozzy Osbourne and Rick James. Were you joking?
Of course I was joking.
What do you mean, of course? Why would you joke about something like that? The story
because I was
that
on VH1, I think, and I thought it would be funny to talk.
But when
there
you
was a
say
picture
something...
of me and Rick James. The guy asked me, there was a picture of me, Rick James, and Ozzy.
Right.
At something. I think we're at the Grammy Museum or some broadcasting museum, some party. Clearly, at something like that, and the guy asked me about it. So I just thought, the truth was incredibly boring, so I just...
You made it up.
And I thought it was pretty obvious I was joking, but...
You've never done drugs?
Not like that.
Smoke weed?
Not really, no.
Shrooms?
No.
Acid?
Well, what drugs did you do?
Hash, a little hash.
Hash oil?
I don't really like it.
It's not for you, right?
I don't like it.
Do you drink at all?
Not really anymore.
I don't think I've ever seen you drink. Have I?
At your house, yeah.
You do? You do drink? You have a little wine or something?
I don't like it I don't really anymore. I would, but I don't like that feeling of not being in control of my brain. It really bothers me.
You ever do Zycam? That's what I'm on right now.
That's what Howard's doing
I
the
feel a
show
cold
on
coming
today.
On. What do you do when you have a cold coming on and you have to go out
and you're
on tour?
got to go on stage.
What do you do?
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
Because this is going to be a horrible show.
And it's going to blow your voice out.
Yeah, and you just want to apologize to the audience in advance.
Right.
It doesn't happen very often, though.
Well,
I almost never get sick.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, try doing America's Got Talent and then a radio show and you'll get sick, believe me.
You're around too many people.
You'll stress
Doing
out.
shows
and
today, making movies.
Do you know
and
why?
You're complaining
Right.
about radio and America's Got Talent.
Do you know why you don't get sick? I'll tell you why. You don't stress out. You're like, hey, I made
I do
a movie.
eat healthy, though, and I think that does matter. It seems like a wasteful thing sometimes, but it really seems to make a difference.
What does it mean, eat healthy? Everyone has a different definition of that. What are you eating?
Well, I don't eat meat. I stopped eating meat like in high school.
Right. Red meat.
All meat.
All meat.
I don't eat any meat. I don't eat any dairy.
No cheese?
No cheese. No.
No chicken?
Just
Fish?
total vegan diet.
What about fish?
No fish.
No fish?
No fish.
You're a vegan? How come I don't know that? I've fed you many times.
You've had him at your house
what I was eating, though.
I really don't. You know what? I totally...
I go through that little line of food in the kitchen. I go, what am I going to have here?
Oh, why didn't you say you were vegan? Who knew?
Because being a vegan's a pain in the ass for everybody.
It is. It's such a pain in the ass.
I'll never be back to your house.
No kid. Why did you become a vegan? Was it a moral thing? Like you felt wrong?
Well,
I
at
know
first
you
it was
love
just
animals.
a vegetarian thing.
Yeah.
Which I was.
Right.
And then, because, when I stopped eating all that, then, when you're 18, you're not thinking about health stuff because you feel healthy. But now it's a total health thing.
It is.
Yeah.
Because you love animals.
Yeah, I just feel bad about it, which I guess people think is stupid. But
your wonderful dog died recently.
Yes, that was horrible.
Tough.
Right before I came to your house the other day.
Yeah, Dracula.
Yeah.
What a great name for a dog.
That was a great dog.
Dracula was a good boy.
Yeah, it really sucks, as you know, because it's like when you get a good pet, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you get a pet and they're crazy.
Who's an asshole, right?
Yeah. And you spend,
And you can't wait for them to
every
go.
year goes by, like, is this animal ever gonna not be insane? And the answer is no. And then
I was very moved by how upset you were because I got upset when my dog died, Bianca, and
well,
recently
it was almost at the exact same time. It was almost like a month later.
And the two of us were commiserating that we missed our dogs.
Yeah, which unfortunately was when Jimmy was having his party.
Yeah, it was a real bummer. Yeah, you were a real drag.
You two were all bummed out.
That's right.
Yeah. When the Jimmies were having their party.
Yeah,
Yes.
Not only did my dog Bianca die,
Robin did quite a bit
but
of
my
singing
dog,
that night.
my other dog
Oh,
Java
my.
recently died just a couple of weeks ago.
Really? You didn't
Yes.
tell us Java
I know.
died.
I don't even like talking about it.
Oh, dear.
You had another dog?
I had another dog when I was married to,
Oh. I
and
never met that dog.
Java. Yeah, you never met Java.
Yeah.
Wonderful dog.
Java lasted a long time.
I would say, Java, come! And Java would come.
How old was Java?
Java was already like, I think, 15 or something like that. Yeah, something crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
lived
you had a
long time.
bulldog and I had a pug, and they're kind of in the same boat. They don't live
Yeah, they
that
don't
long.
last long.
Although,
I think when people think Rob Zombie, they don't think he cares about dogs or anything. I think they think you're an anarchist and a horrible person, right?
I always find that the people that seem the craziest are always the ones who care about animals the most, and the people that are like, seem like they're so compassionate don't care.
Right.
But I have another dog now that I got.
Godzilla.
I got as a puppy when Dracula was still alive. And the funny thing is, he's grown up now, and it seems like it's Dracula again.
Godzilla has really become a mensch. In other words, Godzilla behaves himself and doesn't really...
sometimes. He's still a puppy. He's still a kind of spastic puppy. But, it's like it's turning into the same dog almost. It's kind of weird. So it makes it... Because I feel bad for you because you didn't...
I have 4 cats.
Yeah, you become a cat guy.
I'm going to get I'll get a dog.
Cats are
eventually.
good, though. If you
but
get,
my
if you get
cats
good...
don't do well with dogs. They just, I don't know. They were okay. And now I got 4 of them.
But they were already grown when you got them, right? You didn't get kittens.
No, no.
Yeah, that's why.
No. All right.
As you're risking them.
Well,
everyone's tuning out there.
As long as you're not forcing Godzilla to be Dracula, and you're being fair with him. All right, look.
Let Godzilla be Godzilla.
Yeah, well,
right. Let Godzilla be his own person.
I'll take that message home with me.
That's right. Well, look. And how is your beautiful wife?
She is good. She's the
star of the movie.
She did not come with me because she's like, I didn't want to get up early.
Is that right? Is she that jaded that she doesn't want to be on a radio show because she doesn't want to get up early? I don't
think it's jaded. I think just,
I always love looking at her.
Nobody wants to get up early, I guess.
That's a good-looking woman.
Yes, I got lucky there. I'm good.
Sure did. How long have you been with her now?
Well,
let's
see. Well,
let's count
over
it
20
up.
years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Been totally faithful.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Look at you. No desires to. Boy, you seem like a guy who's got everything under control. The eating, the everything.
The eating, the pets,
the women,
the attitude.
You never got tempted on the road?
I don't like being around people that much, and the way I always look at it is like if you found one person
that you can tolerate,
that's great, because most of the time,
Do you ever get sick of her? Do you ever get mad at her?
Well, everybody argues about stuff sometimes.
You argue with your wife?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not that much.
I wonder what you're
really
arguing
not that
about.
much.
Yeah. What could you be arguing about?
I don't know. It's always something ridiculous.
Right.
It's always something that ends with me going, I don't understand what we're arguing about.
Right.
What is this again?
Hey, Brandon, you're on the air in Fredericksburg, Virginia. We're here with Rob Zombie.
What's happening?
Hey, bro.
I love Rob. I love White Zombie. I've seen him 3 times, but man, Rob is just sniffing and snarling. Or this.
Yeah, what are you sniffing? You got a cold or something? You're sniffing a lot today. I noticed.
I don't think
that.
that's me.
No, that's you. You go like this every couple of minutes.
Yeah.
What's going on, Rob?
I don't know. I guess I feel like I got to blow my nose or something.
You want a tissue? Don't blow your nose here. I don't want Rob blowing his nose, so you just have to put up with it.
I feel a little out of it, though.
You're a little out of it today? Who isn't? And the Lords of Salem book is in stores now. There's a book?
There's a book.
You wrote it?
Yes, it's a novelization of the film. Except it's actually the film we didn't make.
Oh, it's different from the film.
Well, it was based on the movie I thought I was going to make till I realized how much money I had to make the movie.
Right. Who gives you the money? Who gives you the $2.5 million?
It was I can't think of the name of the company.
Oh my goodness!
You're
such a great promoter.
Who cares? Nobody goes to the movies because of who gave me the money.
I'm just curious how you put that together.
But you'd think that you're thinking of the next guy, and he wants you to know who he is.
Yeah, maybe
I remember his name.
I want someone to give me $2.5 million. I want to be able to remember
and I can
his name.
forget them. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Seems like a long time ago.
Well,
are you a fan of Walking Dead and some of this new stuff that's on TV, Rob?
I watched Veep.
Veep? I'm watching that.
It's good.
Yeah,
that's
very funny. Yeah. You watch Veep?
Yeah.
You don't watch Walking Dead?
I had never seen it until about a week ago.
It's fantastic.
You're kidding.
No. See, I never watch anything like that. But Veep, yeah.
But Walking Dead you didn't like?
No, it was good.
Yeah, not crazy about it.
Not really much.
You don't watch Dexter? You
Game
don't watch
of Thrones?
Never seen Game of
Dexter.
Thrones.
The fuck are you doing with your life?
Not watching a lot of TV, I guess.
I mean, of all the shows to watch, Veep. I mean,
hysterical, though.
Yeah, no, I
it
think
is
it's fun.
hysterical,
House of Cards.
yeah.
I watched all those.
Oh, yeah, you like
those
that?
Are good.
Yeah, you watch those
that?
on Netflix?
Yeah, blaze through those.
And Munsters. That's it.
Munsters. I finally watched Breaking Bad,
How great was that?
I've decided I'm not... Oh, Girls.
Girls is great.
But I don't watch shows until they win Golden Globes.
Right. Well, good.
Yeah,
Wait.
so
let America decide. Do you watch Mad Men?
Let Walking Dead
I've never seen Mad Men.
I've never seen it either. I'm thinking of maybe
I'm sure
watching
it's great,
that. Yeah.
but I'm just catching up on MASH as we speak.
MASH. Oh, you're way into it. Listen. Who knows what Rob's up to?
What happens to Radar? Does Radar go home?
I don't want to tell you. I don't want to ruin
Robin, don't spoil it for me.
Yeah.
I know how you like to give away the ending.
I know. I'm a spoiler.
Radar gets blown up. All right. Well, anyway, Rob Zombie, everybody. He told you about what happened with Marilyn Manson. He told you about his new album. He told you about his new movie. Told you about the Munsters.
Answered all the Munsters questions.
Only got like one wrong. Pretty one or two. That's not bad. Those are tough.
I should have quizzed you, see what you know.
I am not good with the trivia.
No?
No.
I bet you are. You just don't remember.
I mean, I love the Munsters, but I wouldn't know names and stuff. You're real good at it. All right.
Well,
Anyway.
who played Herman's boss at the parlor?
Oh, right.
know.
I know. Wait, I know his name. He was also on Leave It to Beaver, that guy. Wasn't he?
He was on everything.
What was that guy's name? He's bald, right?
No, he had some hair. He was,
Oh, yeah, now I remember.
He had
With the glasses?
very famous sons.
He does?
Yeah.
Who is it?
John Carradine.
Oh, right. Oh, right, John Carradine.
John
I was thinking of somebody else. I was thinking of
I
somebody
was
else.
thinking of somebody else, too.
Were you thinking of the guy that played Mel Cooley?
Yeah, Mel Cooley.
Oh,
yeah, that guy. Well, who played the doctor, Herman's doctor, who
Right.
couldn't see real well?
Well, it was Dom DeLuise, right?
It was. Wasn't it Paul Lynde?
But I think they changed. One time he went,
Yeah,
and it was Dom
Paul Lynde.
DeLuise. I think. Well, maybe it was a different. Was when he.
Well, maybe it was Dom DeLuise.
When he got into the accident and his face turned normal.
Right.
Wasn't it Dom DeLuise?
No, that was. I think
Or
that was
one,
Paul Lynde.
Dr. Dudley, is that what it was?
Yeah, because then he can see. He puts his glasses on. He sees Herman all normal, and then he takes his glasses off, and he thought Herman came in with a pet animal because Herman's arm was all hairy. He didn't know. All right, look, we got to take a break. Rob, thank you for coming in
Thank
today.
you for having me.
When are you going to grow up, Rob?
I don't know. When I come in here and don't talk about the monsters, I guess.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
All right.
So, Rob, at a certain point during the interview, you guys talked about commercialism in America and how everyone wants everyone to love everything.
Yeah.
Howard's been a total counterculture guy from the way he approaches his show and interviews and everything like that. Why do you think he's been able to be commercially successful as well?
Well, I think that the thing that people forget is there's a lot of fucking people in the world. So even if half of them hate you, you can still be huge. So that's the thing. That's kind of what I mean when I say being non-commercial doesn't mean you have to be doing something that appeals to nobody. But so, Howard can be as outrageous and crazy his whole career as he's been and is groundbreaking and have, he always would have a lot of people that would hate him, but just as many people love him. And because of that, you can still be huge.
Right.
I think what I really meant was, see there's that sort of quest where like they feel like everyone must love it. In order for that, you get stuff that's so bland because you're trying to get little kids to like it and grandparents to like it. And at the end of the day, you've had that feeling. I'm sure you see a TV show, watch a movie, going, who is it that in their attempt to make everyone love this, no one loves it because it's so bland, it has no point of view. So I guess that's kind of what I meant. I don't remember even saying anything. I think Howard said it, but
You've done, thousands of interviews over your career. What separates Howard from the rest of them?
Well, it's always different. I mean, for me, it's really different because at this point now, because I've known him for a long time, and you're friends, so I'm always very guarded in interviews. I don't really want to talk about anything that isn't just specific, work-related type questions. But with Howard, it sort of veers off that, so it's sort of comfortably guarded. So you tell him stuff you would never talk about in a million years, but at the same time, obviously people get very open. I get half open.
Everyone, how are you going to...
Does everyone in here know what their IQ is?
No.
No.
Fred, I think, does, right? Because we always
I know
talk
what it
about
was in
that.
8th grade.
I know mine is really...
When do people get their IQs?
Mine's really average.
It is?
Yeah.
You got your IQ? Because Artie makes a point. Nobody ever told me my IQ.
I think I don't know why I seem to remember a number.
I never got it tested.
I don't even know if it's accurate. In other words,
See, I would assume yours was definitely high.
no, I got to assume mine's really low. I can't add. I can't do math.
I'm
think that-
assuming,
I don't
but
think that-
that's ridiculous.
Does that have to do with it? I think it must
like,
have common sense.
like a real mediocre number, like 112 or 119, something like that.
But that's, I think, average.
What?
I think that's average IQ.
Yeah,
It's
average.
not below.
I saw mine in my science teacher in 8th grade. He had a book, and next to all names it said IQ, and it was plus and minus 100.
Yeah.
And there were actually a couple of minuses.
Yeah.
There was like one that was like -2,
Yeah.
which means somebody had a 98
Yeah.
or like -8 or something. So I saw mine, but it was in 8th grade.
What was it?
It said plus 36.
Wow.
But in 8th grade.
So you might have 136 IQ.
Who knows?
What is high?
8th grade. It's really an aptitude as opposed to something that's going to change with knowledge.
Yeah, it doesn't change.
Who knows?
IQ is your intelligence quotient. You know, so it's like that ain't gonna change. You ain't gonna get smarter unless you take that Trello shit we sell.
So you're 136. What is high though? What's like the
I think is it 140 or 160 for Mensa?
I think it was 140 for Mensa.
140 for Mensa.
You're almost
I know.
Mensa.
I'm no Mensa. Yeah, you're claiming you're almost genius level.
Dude, I saw it in a book. Who knows what's what?
I
Maybe
don't
it was.
think there's too many geniuses running around at Delphi.
You never know.
He wanted to show off.
Yeah.
I did. I had a 3.8 grade point average at a Delphi.
Christopher, you're on the air in San Francisco.
Yeah, hi. Good morning, Howard.
Hi.
I just wanted to put Gary in his place, saying he has an IQ of 136. I beg your pardon. There's no way he has an IQ anywhere near that.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe,
He's
too.
been keeping it hidden.
I never said I had an IQ. I said I looked at a book and that's what it was. You want me to take a test? Why don't we all take the
That's
test?
what I want to do. I'll challenge you any day, Gary, to a test. Even unprepared, I can beat you.
All right, well.
How do you
So
prepare
am I supposed to be upset that a stranger might be smarter than me?
Your whole career is based on you lacking the ability to solve problems. And you have an IQ of 136 is all about...
And he went to BOCES.
I mean, I think even Sal's smarter than you.
Is that like an insult to Sal?
I know my IQ was low. I mean, I think I was borderline...
Oh,
I'm not kidding you. I was really disappointed. I remember seeing some... I don't even know that this is right, but I remember either the number 114 or 119.
Right.
What'd you want?
That's above average.
Is it? Because I don't know.
What did you want?
I would like 136
160 or something?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to, like people go, oh, Howard's a genius. And I'm saying to myself, no, I'm not.
I remember around the 2nd grade for some reason a number 170, but that might have been my weight. I have never taken an IQ test to the best
You
of
know
my
what, you
knowledge.
might have.
Probably did, but you
In
never got the
schools,
result.
They weren't supposed, like by the time, like you're 38. They figured out they shouldn't tell a kid what his IQ is because it might actually damage him to think, wow, I'm so limited. But I think back in my day, they just tell you you're and you had to deal with it.
Really? I mean, in the 70s they even had that? I mean, I would think that would be like...
Yeah, they had...
Gary didn't even know what...
on the phone does for a living?
Gary, you didn't even know what HTJ meant back in the day when Sal used to call you.
Well, what is it that you do that's so important with your
I'm a
ridiculously high IQ?
Computer scientist. And I run two companies. I run 2 companies.
What's your IQ?
I don't believe that, actually.
Mine is 129.
It seems pissed, Gary, that you might have...
Like I said, if you want...
Gary's 136, he claims.
I never said I was 136.
I think 136 is the number of M&Ms that Gary eats in a minute, but that's just my guess.
There you go.
All right.
Now we're talking.
All right. Hey, thanks, bro.
Okay, Bill. Take care.
Howard, don't let him hang up.
Why?
Because I would take an IQ test against him, and if he loses, then Sal gets to teabag him.
Well, maybe he'll call back. Christopher, go ahead.
Yeah, Gary, I was going to go on about my way this morning, but Gary said he wanted to challenge me to an IQ test.
Yeah, all right. You want to come down here?
Anywhere, anytime.
All right, Gary, this guy wants to challenge you to an IQ test.
And what's the penalty?
Right, but if he loses, he gets teabagged.
Right.
And if I lose, nothing happens because I don't claim to be smarter than him.
This brings up, why don't we all take them?
I can give you a test right now you couldn't pass.
Go ahead, give him a good test.
You know that.
Okay, there's 10 people in the race, Gary. You overtake the last person. What position are you in?
There's 10 people in a race.
You overtake the last person. What position are you in?
Well, I would think it's 9th, but it clearly can't be the right
Can I
answer.
answer it?
Yeah.
How can you overtake the last person? You're the last person.
Right, then
Gary's wrong.
Get the fuck out of here, you dummy. He is a...
I can keep going.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm going to give you 3 words, and I want you to tell me what the words are. Okay. I'm going to spell it. Okay. You ready?
Sure.
Okay. First word, McDonalds.
Say that again slowly. ACDON.
ALDS.
Oh, you said MC.
MC,
Right.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you said AC.
No, MC.
MC. Keep up.
So it sounds like McDonald's, but I didn't hear all the letters, so I'm not going
That's
to...
right. Okay, you got that one right. All right, this is 3-part question. Next word. McDouglas.
It sounds like McDougal's.
Correct. Okay, last one.
Here's the trick part. MAC.
HINE.
HINE.
Go ahead, quickly. Just
McHine.
It's machine, you fucking nitwit.
He tricked you.
McHine.
But that's not IQ. That's just fucking trick questions.
Exactly.
No, but it's
that sounds like you got to get a T-bag.
That has nothing to do with fucking IQ.
I think it's about listening
Everything
and
to do with IQ. It's abstract thinking.
I can tell you, I was in the garage yesterday, and the guy in the garage, for some reason, John in the garage, shows me this piece of paper, and it's got a sentence in it, and it says, how many F's are in this,
No such word.
I got it.
You can't even take. You're not even qualified to take an.
So come in here and get South in your face, you big fuck.
No here, buddy.
All right, Christopher, you two guys will take your IQ test, but Chris...
Anywhere, anytime.
All right.
It's not about even preparation. You're supposed to be able to do...
Right, no, you can't prep for it.
On the fly.
So probably one day next week, you'll come in...
I can probably keep up with Fred.
We'll probably one day next week come in. We'll do it at like... Shut up a second.
Okay.
One day next week, you'll come in. I think they take about an hour. We'll do it at 7, and we'll have results by 8:15.
I can do it in 30 minutes.
Whatever it takes you to do it, do it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, McHine.
I'm a monkey. I need longer.
We'll leave you a message on your answering machine.
All right, later, bro.
Thank you.
McCon ball?
Exactly.
I'll take an IQ test with you too, buddy.
I told you I have a low IQ. You're the one who said you had 136.
I never said I had one. I said I saw it. But here's the funny thing. I said I saw a thing on a piece of paper, which you guys now have made fact.
McHine.
You know, the machine one I had heard before, and I thought, my God, he's fallen into that trap because, I mean, I guess it's a typical trap people fall into, but I had heard that question before for some reason.
McHine?
Yeah, I'd heard that same.
Well, I just want you to know.
Maybe you heard it in second grade.
I want you to know.
Maybe I did. I don't know.
I want you to know that I took a little test at the garage yesterday that John at the garage gave me, and I got higher than every doctor and lawyer he showed it to. Just want to say.
All right. Thank you, Gary, and we'll see how you do against that gentleman. Okay. McHine.
How is McKine doing today?
McKine is around. The name's sticking?
I'm going to try to make it stick. I was thinking about it. I love
the
it.
TV show How I Met Your Mother, the kid Doogie Howser, they had an episode this week where somebody mispronounced his name or called him the wrong name, and it stuck.
Right.
Like how Baba Booey became Gary's name.
Right.
And how McKine could really become Gary's name. It's possible, McKine.
It's very Jewish sounding, McKine.
Howard, words I thought I would never hear myself say.
Yeah.
I'm sort of attached to the Baba Booey name.
We'll decide who you are. We'll decide how long you get to keep Baba Booey and become McKine. Is there such a thing as McKine Booey?
Yeah, it could be. McKine Booey.
Hey, Gary, how do you pronounce MACHINE? McKine? That's the best. McKine.
We have to change all those
I think I have 165 IQ. McCann.
I never said I had 165 IQ. And the funny thing is, I could find an equally ridiculous question that I'm sure I could trip you up on, and I will in about a month.
I didn't claim to have a high IQ. You did.
I didn't either. I said I looked at a book.
You said you were 135.
I did not say that. I said I looked at a book in 8th grade, and that's what it said.
McCann, Bull.
He actually said 136.
He did, right?
What was that? The page number? Never been so excited in my life about naming someone.
McDonald's, McDouglas, McHine. Both.
Should I pull the clip of you pronouncing Tucson as Tucson?
Go ahead. I
I didn't claim to be smart. You did.
Howard, you claim to be smarter than everyone.
No, I
every
don't.
day.
I have a very low IQ. I told you that.
But you're smarter than everyone.
No, I never said that. I'm smarter than you, though. I had to say machine.
Me and Howard are the two people in this room claiming.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. I think my IQ is no higher than 112. Or 114, that was it.
I don't think anybody but Fred is claiming anything around here.
I'm not
Maybe
even
Benji.
claiming it. Well, Benji has a very sort of funny, condescending way to describe Italians to me. Benji says Italians are Jews who don't read.
That's good.
So what does that mean?
I don't know. I almost got insulted, but then I figured I wasn't as too smart enough to be insulted by it.
Let's go over to John Hine, who hosts the wrap-up show. What do you think? Should we stick with Baba Booey or begin calling him McHine?
Baba Booey is just, legendary, but McHine is pretty funny.
So what do you say? Which way do you go?
I think we stick with McHine for a while.
It might be McHine's time.
Yes.
It's McHine time. Do you think people will be shouting McHine at your Carnegie Hall appearance?
If they do, I will let them.
All right, can I ask a question while we're at this?
I'll encourage it.
I'm going to ask. Get out of here, asshole.
Boy, what's going on?
Sal comes in and then Gary has to beat him up.
All right.
I may have to fuck him one day. I'm not really mad. I'm going to go seriously. Everybody that's in this room right now, I just want an honest answer.
Go ahead.
Did everybody know the answer to that yesterday? Everyone in this room, be honest.
I
know you did. I know Artie
I'm going to
did.
be honest.
I said it at the same time Howard did.
But Gary, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'm saying I knew it because I had heard that before. Who knows? Maybe I would have fallen for it.
Benji?
I was halfway doing it in my
Wait
head.
a second, Benji. Give me a second, huh? Go ahead, yeah.
I would have gotten McKine also.
You would have said McKine?
I was halfway doing it in my head. And yeah, that's what happened.
Fred?
You don't want to
I've heard it before, so I can't give an honest print.
Right.
What did you just do?
What happened?
There's a monkey at the door.
Let him in.
No. McHine. He opens the door like a crack, and I see him on his knees in a monkey head.
All right.
What's I supposed to do? Welcome him in with a fucking red carpet?
What other show in the country could you hear? There's a monkey at the door. Let him in.
McHine is very, very Pittsburgh. Oh, Pittsburgh, Pete. I know Pete.
Yeah, Howard, thinking about you again. You're in your 50s.
Right, I'm 55, Pete, and in January 12th, I will be 56 years old, and I can't even imagine it.
Yeah, you're on your way up to close to Ronnie's age. He's going to be 60. And
Well, let's not rush me up to 60 yet, but...
Yeah, it takes a couple of years to get there.
Yeah,
still.
give me a break.
He has a full term of college before he's 60.
Right. It's a lifetime.
I'm 30 years old now, so you're 50. You're 56.
5.
So what is it like in your 50s? That's what I want to know. Like, are you enjoying your life still?
Pete, I am enjoying my life from the sense that I'm very, very happily married. I enjoy my weekends and time off, and I'm enjoying work more than ever. So it's a great place to be. My kids are older, which is kind of nice. They're doing well. I'm happy to see that. I'm out of the woods in the sense that, you wonder when you have kids, gee, are they going to grow up to be good kids? Are they going to be normal? Are they going to give you a hard time?
What kind of adults are these going to be?
So I feel out of the woods. I think they're good kids. They're nice kids. And I love them. And the thing is, so that's a good place to be. I wouldn't want to go back into my 30s or 20s and start over professionally. I like where I'm at in terms of a radio performer. I know how to get behind a mic and do a show and all of that. So all that's good. Listen, I came to a conclusion a long time ago about radio specifically, that the person who doesn't grow or change is dull and remains dull and will never, ever succeed. You constantly have to evolve and change. And I don't mean just from like whether or not you play the dating game on the air. I mean your whole lifestyle, your opinions, your view of the world has to evolve, or else it's a dead issue. You're done
at a certain point. You're acting if your life is changing, but your character isn't.
And I know I get criticized. Some people love the Billy West years. Some people love the Jackie years. Some people love the Artie years. Some people love this. They love when I did the Channel 9 shows. But I've always tried to just give you me honestly, and that's the same. And this is what it is. This is what it is. And when people get tired of it, if I sense that my audience is done with me, I will leave.
That will never happen.
Well, there you go, Pete. I like your optimism.
You know, that's never going to happen. There's nothing else out there that's really going to captivate people like your show has.
You know why I'm good on the radio, too? I was thinking about me the other day. Most of my day, I think about me.
That's a surprise. You were thinking about you?
99% of the time, I think about me. And then the other 1% is the rest of you. So I was thinking about my radio career. I was reflecting on it. And it was hard not to, because everywhere in my office is a piece of memorabilia about my career.
You've gotten it to the point where
That's
you
right.
can't not think about
I fully embrace myself. I never used to, but now I do. Every award, everything is surrounding me.
like a museum.
It's a museum to me.
The Hall of Howard.
Hall of Howard. Radio Hall of Fame. Because believe me, what else is there? And so I was thinking about me, and the reason I'm good on the radio is, A, it's a certain ability, certain talent. That's one thing you got to have. B, there's 4 things you got to have. B, what was A again?
A was that you got to have a certain talent.
You got to have a certain ability. B, you got to be...
What is that certain ability? You didn't have it when you first started.
Well, no, it's a certain sensibility about the world, a certain sense of humor, a certain understanding about how to tell a story.
It was in him, though.
It was in me. Yeah. I mean...
Okay, well, what you're saying then
it's
is...
your family and the way you're raised.
You had it... I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is that many times I'd be sitting around my family and we had to tell a story.
Yeah.
And my father would say to me, "Stop. It's boring." Now, these were harsh words, but they
fixed you right.
They fixed me. They made me nuts. They made me neurotic. It was mean, but nevertheless, they go, edit yourself. Most parents today listen and indulge every word a kid says. And quite frankly, they're healthier, but they're big bores. You hear some of my callers. They can't even, they do a wind-up for 15 minutes.
Yeah, they can't even get into the story.
They're bores because they've been overindulged and they've been told that everything they say is brilliant.
So what I'm just trying to decipher here is it still is something you learned. It wasn't an innate ability. You say your parents molded you.
Yes, that's true.
I agree.
Well, not just your parents. It's just but there also is it's like a great musician. They have a musical ability. Yes, they had to sit in their room and learn the guitar, let's say, Eddie Van Halen. But there's a certain ear they have and a certain ability to understand music. There is a talent there.
Okay, so then it's 2 separate things.
That's right. It is a physical sort of gift you're born with. B, it's also the way you're raised. That gift could remain dormant. Like if Eddie Van Halen hadn't had certain surroundings, if he hadn't had certain influences in terms of music, it might never have emerged. He might not have felt comfortable enough to encourage that. So it's partly environmental. It's partly sort of what you're born with. A certain ability to speak.
Okay, so you had a certain awareness of the world and a sensitivity and a sensibility toward information and outside events.
For example, my father was in radio. He was an engineer, but I was exposed to this idea of the microphone, people speaking into it. He was also a recording engineer. He had a recording studio.
So that was instrumental.
That's part of it, yes. Instrumental is an okay word to use. That's fine.
You know, I mean, you would not have been on the radio without that, is what you're saying.
It's one of the components. That's right. Now, also...
The stars aligned, Howard. It might have been from God. You have to give God a little credit once in a while.
Well, yeah, that's what I call the thing that you're born with. This ability to look at the world and say, gee, Mad Magazine's got the right idea. There's satire there. You have to have a sense of humor and appreciation. Sense of humor has to be cultivated by your environment, but also you have to have that ability. It's sort of an ability somewhere inside of you.
Yeah, now there's another thing. Where does sense of humor come from?
Well, as Pete puts it, if you believe in God, or if you believe in the universe, nature, whatever it is, or the genetic sort of soup that we come from, it's just sort of something that's there. Like Beethoven had his musical thing, and it came out early.
That's how Artie made it to the point where he's at now.
Well, hold on. We'll get to Artie. Artie's a whole other case. Artie defies.
I also think it has to do with the atmosphere. It's a combination of being born with it and the atmosphere you grow up in that develops.
That's correct. Now, the third component, which is essential in any success story. Now, I don't care what you apply this to. Pete, what do you want to be in life?
What do I want to be in life? I'm not even sure at this point.
All right, okay.
Well, we were specifically talking about you. You said you were thinking about
But
you.
here is the other...
And these 4 things.
Here is the essential component. You talked about the essential component. Here's the third thing is the essential component. And that is I want to see who's paying attention at this point.
He's making it up right now.
No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you what it is.
All right.
It is having the ability to practice. Now, what do I mean by this?
Oh, you read this in a book a few
Outliers.
weeks ago.
I read some of Outliers, and I responded to it, but some of this is my own thoughts all along. Outliers says 10,000 hours are required to be an expert. Now, I've never added up the hours, but the hours of me watching television, listening to Brad Crandall on the radio, putting this together, seeing my father, and then actually having the time to develop this. WRNW, I was working a 6-hour shift, 6 days a week. And I got hours and hours of practice in college. I'd go down to the college radio station and start to practice. I started to practice all over the country what it is I wanted to do. Now, it's no different than when you talk to a guitar player who spent his entire childhood playing the guitar in his room over and over and over again. There are guys who have done that and never succeeded. They're okay guitar players. But the ones who have this, as I say, born talent, it comes out. But they have to put in the hours of practice.
Well, there are different levels of this born talent.
That's right.
Even the guy who doesn't play as well as Eddie Van Halen has a born musical talent.
That's right.
He's better than me at picking up a guitar.
Howard, you completed all the requirements that it took to get to where you're at.
Yes, but you didn't even
But wait a minute, you didn't hear number
requirement.
4.
You don't know what the 4th requirement is. I told you, thousands of hours
This guy
practice.
will never complete anything.
Well, he wants to be a professional pot smoker.
ADD.
His ADD. He wants to be a professional marijuana user.
He wants Adderall.
Right. He's on his way to his 10,000 hours of practice.
He's on his way to his 10,000
But Pete,
Adderall.
the 4th thing, and I think this is very, very important, is being born in the right time frame. Now, this is something from Outliers, and this is a key component. When you hear about Bill Gates, who is a huge success, Bill Gates, if you go through his history, actually was born at a time where he had available to him as a kid, because his parents were into some sort of computer science, they knew a guy who could, back then you couldn't even get into a computer lab or get on a computer. When he was born, somehow the circumstances led up to he was allowed free hours, endless free hours in a computer lab where he got to work this stuff out. Him and his friends were like into this thing like crazy. If they physically couldn't get the computer time as children, in other words, he had a certain privilege that you don't have, I don't have. He was in the right place. I had a certain privilege. I got to see my father work with these guys with the microphone. I got to visit the radio station, WHOM. I got to watch the guys work. I was mesmerized. I was mesmerized by this. I got to see something a lot of people didn't get to see. This Bill Gates, when they describe him, he got to do this in a lab. No one did. He got. It was too expensive for people at that time.
Computers were huge things. They didn't fit in people's homes.
Yeah, and I don't know the terminology of what it was he got for free, but it's a certain access to programming that you could only get programming time for an hour, and it was a fortune.
And you wouldn't waste this on a kid.
Right. He was allowed to go in there at night and use it all night and day. And that's what led to it. So it's part luck.
Well, let me ask you something.
Being born at the right time, and part having an ability.
What about these people who are born with nothing?
Well, people who are born with nothing, it appears that they're born with nothing, but it's not always the case. Now, let me give you an example. You sit and you look at professional hockey players. That's what they do in the book Outliers. And the guy points out, he says, you know, everyone in Canada, for Canada's a huge hockey place. And they say, well, you know, why did this guy become a pro? He didn't have anything more than anybody else. Maybe he had some talent, this and that. But it was the mere fact that they were born either January, February, or March. Now, you would never pick up on this, but here's what happens. In the school system, it's a full year. The kids who are born January, February, March are physically bigger. There's huge differences in physicality. You're almost a year older.
Just from January, February, March?
You're almost a year older than someone born in December. And what would happen in hockey, for example, kids would go to school and the coaches would look for some star players.
And they take the bigger kids.
The bigger kids and also the kids who were older. They were a little more mature. They could understand a little better. They did better in school. They've even found that kids born January, February, March, because they're that almost a year older, they do better in school in the beginning. They get more attention from teachers. Therefore, they thrive a little more, get a little more encouragement, or notice more, and they actually do better at certain things. But the hockey example is one where you are physically bigger. Now, they did find some hockey players who excelled, who were born in, let's say, later months. But the majority, Canadian hockey players, because of the system and the public school system, January, February, March, I think it was something like 70%.
Yeah, but they at least had a hockey system. I'm talking about somebody who winds up
what I'm saying
being the president of South Africa, born in, what did Nelson Mandela have?
Well, what I'm saying is we don't know that because I don't know the history of Nelson Mandela, but there could be something as simple, Robin, as the day he was born. Because who would pick up on that with hockey?
The day he was born was very helpful.
I said not that, but there are circumstances that lead to somebody becoming great.
Or Dikembe Mutombo, whatever his name is, he was in Africa and they found him. What in the world?
He was 8'2", Robin.
Yeah, but you still got to go find him. He didn't get here on his own.
Anyway,
it was like
that is why it is difficult to even pluck anyone out and say, here's a radio show. Or here's a TV show. It takes, like we were talking yesterday, they took David Lee Roth, a rock star, a guy who had spent his years practicing that and obviously excelled.
He's a good rock star.
That's right. And they said, go on the radio. Go do a radio show. Well, of course it was destined to fail. We all knew it. For some reason, the radio executives didn't know it.
Yeah, there were tons of people who didn't know it,
right.
Howard, and they had power, and they put him there.
They did. But we all knew it. My audience knew it. You knew it. I knew it.
It would have been like you touring as lead singer of Van Halen.
Exactly. It's funny that David Lee Roth didn't know it. It's funny. I remember interviewing David Lee Roth. I invited him in to say, hey, David's going to take over our morning show. And I remember he walked in with kind of a swagger. And I remember why. I think he was on edge. I think he was thinking that I was going to put him down and ridicule him for taking over our show. And I didn't. I was just the opposite. Every time he sort of got a little confrontational with me, I showered him with love, really. Right. I said, hey, David, I wish you the best. And I think it took him like into
by
surprise. Yes, it took he was like, whoa.
He was defensive.
He was defensive that day. He really was. I remember it very well. And I don't think I'm projecting that. I think he really was.
Oh no, it was absolutely true.
Yeah, and he, and I was just, and then when I was just saying to him, hey, I really wish you the best and hope you do well. But and then he kind of in his arrogance said to me, and this is David, in typical David, he says to me, man, I'm used to speaking in front of audiences as big as 300,000 people. You think this is something to me? This isn't a big deal to me. I've been doing this my whole life. And
no, that's not what he said exactly. What he said was, this is the greatest opportunity for me because in a stadium, I could only speak to that many people.
Right.
Now I'm going to get to speak to all these millions of people. And you quietly pointed out that who said there are going to be millions for you?
Yeah, and I tried to say to him that day that you don't just automatically yes, millions of people show up to see Van Halen.
Yeah.
This is different. This is you. You're out there. You have a microphone. It's blank space. It's a canvas. And you've got to fill it with something entertaining that your audience will find compelling. And I knew this was a daunting task. I mean, this is not something easily done.
He seemed to think that people would show up for him talking.
Right. And they'd give him a couple of practice shows in Boston, and I guess someone had heard this stuff. And really, David was not prepared. The guy would have needed his, as they say in Outliers, 10,000 hours of practice, really. And who even knows if he has that talent anyway? He didn't. Who knows if he had one of the 4 requirements?
The show was okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, everyone has a story to tell. I could listen to someone on the radio and tell them what they need to do.
But can they do it? That's the other thing. It's a matter of, can you actually do it?
When I hear someone on the radio, I go, oh, here's how you fix that. But then I go, well, if they're not going to hear that, how are they ever going to fix it?
And you would feel that way towards everybody. That's the thing. You would put your mind beliefs above everybody else's in the world.
In radio,
In
yes.
radio.
In radio, I believe I'm as good as it gets. That's how I really do believe. And I'm not saying it from arrogance. I'm not saying it out of any sort of pompous notion. I don't feel about that way about anything in my life. I go to a psychiatrist 3 times a week and I go, I don't even know how to be. I don't even know how to be a human being.
You don't know how to be you.
I don't even know how to exist. It's pathetic in there. I mean, it really is. You would think that I was an entire mess. But nevertheless, when it comes to this, radio, I mean, I'm as competent and as I am the Beethoven of radio.
Well, I said it early on. I couldn't understand how other people couldn't see how much you knew. And when they were, when we first started, when we were at DC 101, and they would sit in the room and they'd start trying to tell you things, I was like, don't they realize he's the smartest person in this room?
Well, you know what?
Don't they know they should be listening to him?
It led to a lot of frustration. It really did on my part.
I'm sure.
I would go home and sit there and go, why do I would visualize the whole thing, and I'd say, why don't they get this? Why don't they let me loose? I don't get it. I mean, when Pig Virus and Dom Fioravanti and
they were the worst.
And
John Hayes.
John
that was
Hayes.
another one.
I mean, all of them. I sat there in a room and I said, this is like it would be as if Eddie Van Halen had to get guitar lessons from me. I mean, it was ridiculous.
Can you imagine people trying to tell Einstein what he should be doing?
Here's what you ought to do with that brain of yours.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that annoying to me. And I don't have this ability at anything else. It's this. I get this. I know what to do with this. Give me a fucking microphone. Give me a room full of my crew. And let the symphony begin.
And that's what Sirius Satellite Radio has been to you, Howard. It's the pinnacle of your career.
I'll tell you why.
You're respected, and you have the power there. You don't got to...
I know, I'm not respected. There's still people who don't believe I know what I'm talking about. Believe it or not.
Who?
I don't have to say names. They still think they know better than me. But I'm going to tell you something. One thing about here, I get more respect, and there's another thing I get. For the most part, I'm left alone. And this is the smartest thing you can do. Every time certain people poke their nose into this and start to mess around with my people, and I hate to be cryptic, but when they start to mess with my people, when they start to offer them jobs, when they start to tell them how to do their job, it is as I look at them as flies who have no conception of what is going on. And I look at them and I go, how dare you question what we're... I don't even mind questioning. Questioning's good. But for God's sakes, what makes you think you know better than we do? Don't come in here and inflict your pain on us. Sure, listen, I'm not above criticism. I know there are things I do that are very boring on the radio. This might be boring on the radio. But for the most part, we're able to hit some home runs out of the park.
And stay around.
And stay around for the party.
There'll be one today.
That's right. Right now, there might not be a home run, but there will be one later. I can almost guarantee it.
You can't hit one every time.
Right. Look, there are no slumps here.
That's right. We come in to do a show. And so, the reason I flourish here is, number one, they have an understanding to leave me alone. And by leave me alone, they're smart about it. They say, listen, we think you know what you're doing.
Here's a tough question. What sense does it make to not promote that you're going to come back to Sirius for no matter how long it is? So people can resubscribe, new people will join on, they're secure that you're going to be there. And we know you know this already.
I don't know what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, why wouldn't you tell everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be around here. The radio show is going to continue.
Because I don't know that that's true. And I'm not going to lie to my audience.
He's claiming you know this already.
No, I don't know. I had a conversation. I had 5 conversations this weekend with my agent about this. Yeah, because he claims I'm unavailable to talk to him. I go, it's just the opposite, Don. He's the one that's not in the office on Friday and Monday.
Oh, my God. You can't find him.
I said, listen, I call you as soon as you call me. So we made an appointment to talk, and we got into some really good conversation. And we had like 5 conversations about this very topic. And, I do know what I want to do. I do know, Pete.
Yeah.
But I don't know that Sirius is going to go for it. You know what? If Sirius and I sat down in an easy way and sat down and said, here, let's continue on, it would never be that easy because there are things that I would like to be able to do, and there are things that I want to go and do, and I don't know that they're going to go for it. I have something in my mind where perhaps we could continue here.
They have to go for it.
They don't
have to do anything.
They don't have to do anything. Listen.
You created this.
No.
Look.
I did not. It was here before I... granted, I think they would have gone... I think Sirius would have been out of business had we not gone.
Look, he created a lot of things in radio.
Right.
And they let him go.
Right. And we see what happens when they let me go.
Well, they let you go, but they still let you go.
But they do... Listen, I don't know, Pete, if it'll make sense to the company. And I am a loyal supporter of this company. I love this company. I think satellite radio must stay around. I think it's terrific. And I think it's only going to get better. But the fact of the matter is, and by the way, someone said to me, you know how you say amazing on the radio? I say the fact of the matter is way too much. I was criticized for that.
Oh, dear.
But the fact of the matter is that we could possibly be around some more here. But who knows? Pete, if I had the answer and I could tell you, I would give it to you.
Waiting for it.
I don't know that it's going to be so easy to bang out a deal.
Man.
I don't know.
I'll tell you why this show is successful. The fact of the matter is Robin's amazing.
Well, that's right. That's right. You want to know something? And I'm going to take credit for Robin. Full credit.
Full credit. You didn't give birth to me. Give somebody
everything
something.
but let me tell you something. My ability to recognize Robin's greatness is what we're talking about.
And your chemistry, absolutely.
That's right.
Well, I recognize the chemistry. Let me take credit for that.
Okay.
Yeah, Robin.
Actually, I take credit for recognizing his genius.
That's right.
Her heart might be broke.
What?
Just not being around Howard every day. That's going to break your heart.
Some people may not realize I was not going to take the job they were offering me until they played a tape of him. And then I said, I'm taking the job just to meet him because he's incredible.
True. That's true.
And that's when you started wanting him sexually.
That was it.
How many years have you been pining away from me? Man. By the way, nobody's taking credit for Benji's contribution.
Oh, jeez.
No, but that's just the point. Artie being a part of the show, Fred, Benji, these are people that I've chosen to work with, and they've chosen to work with me, and these are all good people, and that's part of it, too. You can't just have some schlubs.
Yeah, don't worry about them, Mo. That's not your responsibility.
I do. As a matter of fact. Or the fact of the matter is...
That's amazing.
That's right.
You've done enough for them.
I have several lucrative offers. I could be on The Real Housewives of Orange County as a fake husband.
There you go.
Fred has a lot of money saved.
Who knows what Fred's up to? No one knows with Fred. How you doing over there, Fred?
I'm doing fine.
Let's get off of this topic and move on to something. How
actually,
are you?
I think it's pretty good that you talk about. I think people should be fascinated about what it takes to become a guy at the top.
That's right.
But not everybody has the ability, so why listen?
I don't know. Maybe
They'll
someone,
just be
maybe someone,
disappointed in
maybe
themselves.
someone will be inspired because you're right. Not everybody can do what you do.
Practice.
But practice doesn't do it for everyone.
I told you that's only one component.
But I think you also have to love it. I mean, there's one thing that when you hear Howard speak about radio, you hear a passion in his voice.
I don't love it.
I think you do.
Look,
I think
Andre Agassi didn't
that
love
wasn't
tennis.
one of the
He was
components.
really
You're lying
good
to
at
me.
it.
No, I don't love it.
When you said you were 5 years old, you dreamed of being on the radio.
Yes, but I didn't love it. There was a lot of pressure in my life. I didn't love it. And that's part of it,
but
too.
You must love it because in spite of that pressure, You come here every day. You did what you did.
No.
Well, if he says he doesn't love it, why are you arguing with him?
Because I don't think he's aware of it. I don't think he's aware of his love for radio.
Do I love radio?
Hold on, let me find I think you're full
Do
of
I
shit.
what?
I think you love it.
For 25 years, I've sat over here, talked in the mic, played with these pots. What are you talking? I'm here every day. But do you love radio? Do I what? Do you love radio? For 30 years, I write the bits.
30 years.
Lay in bed and think of shit to say. Get up in the morning, eat my egg whites.
Yeah.
Talk to Benji and Fred. Do I love it? Do I love radio?
Not at 5:59 a.m., that's for sure.
I've been going to sleep at 8 o'clock. Watching TV and going to bed. Not fucking Beth, making sure I get to sleep. And you ask me, do I love it? What kind of question is this? But do you love it? Do I love radio? All right, thanks, Pete. Good to speak to you.
John Hine and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Ralph, and on Monday's wrap-up show, we're going to be talking about who knows Howard best, the big game we played, and it was really good, and I lost.
Let's start off with the big game today, which was between Howard's parents, Ralph Sorella, and Beth Stern, and the big winner was Robin Quivers. Gary, do you think Robin was going to win?
No. I did think Robin was going to win. I got to think about that again. I thought Howard's parents know a lot about the camp stuff, but there's a lot of his life that they don't know after he was 21. And the funny thing is that there's things that they got wrong that Robin got correct that you could have gotten from listening to the radio show. Like the first girl Howard ever slept with, he's told that story a gazillion times.
See, I didn't remember that.
Yeah, no, he's talked about it a lot.
No, you're right.
In fact, he even he jokes around. He invites her to movie screenings because he's still always out to impress her. So, like, if you listen to the show, you could have gotten that one.
You see, Ralph came in, he had notes, he prepared, talking a big game, and came up short when it counted.
Well, that's the story of my life.
But the thing I think is funny is that the person that least wanted to win or at least needed to win won. In other words, Howard's parents want to win because of Howard's parents. Beth wants to win because she's his wife. Ralph wants to win because he needs the money, and he's Howard's best friend. Robin didn't really give a shit, and she won.
Yeah, I wake up this morning, and Robin goes, when you said there was $5,000, she goes, oh, I don't need that. I was like, oh, you make me sick, and she won. Oh, couldn't be worse. That couldn't have gone worse.
Do you think Robin is a gracious winner?
Sure, why not? I mean...
You were sort of a sore loser. You admit that,
yeah,
right?
Oh, absolutely. I had that money spent. I'm telling you.
Did you really? Did you really?
Yes,
think
I had a buy order in for another $5,000 worth of apples.
But did you really think that were you pretty solidly sure you were going to win?
I thought I would. I thought Howard's parents would come in dead last, which they did, and I thought it would be a tie between me and Beth. I forgot Robin was playing. Honestly, I realized that yesterday when somebody told me, but. She spends 5 hours a day with him. So if you ask her who's his first girlfriend, she's going to know that. You know what I mean?
But you spend a lot of time listening to the show. And again, that answer was there to have. That particular one was there to have.
But she should, Robin should really
What did you get wrong? What did you personally get wrong?
I didn't know the Robin one.
Right.
And the water. I mean, I know that he drinks seltzer and cranberry, but that's not his favorite. He always drinks water.
But you know what they meant by a drink. Yeah. What's his favorite drink?
Yeah, but that could be alcohol too. That could be vodka with a
what was
splash.
the answer?
What was the seltzer and cranberry? I've seen him drink that, but if it's his favorite drink, how come he doesn't drink it here? Wouldn't you drink that here if it was your favorite drink? It's not his favorite drink.
Maybe that's not his favorite morning drink, but it's favorite rest of the day drink, which you spent time with him as well.
Ralph was a bit of a sore loser. Hit number 1, Teddy. Here's Robin winning and Ralph complaining.
What is the name of the African American Howard once dated? What is the name of the African American that Howard once dated? Don't talk out loud. Don't say out loud. Believe it or not, Howard once dated an African American. This comes as a shock to some people.
A lot of people canceling their subscription.
There you go. I don't care. Mom and Dad, what did you write down?
I don't know.
No answer. Honey?
Robin Givens.
Correct. Ralph?
The
Robin
very hot
Givens.
Robin Givens.
Correct.
Did I have to have a last name? Because I put just Robin, but I meant Robin.
Yeah, no, you need a last name. No, it's her first name. She doesn't know her last name.
Of course I know Robin Givens.
Could have been
Everybody
you.
calls me Givens.
No, she doesn't get it. She doesn't get it.
She doesn't get it?
No.
What? Look at the judge.
Doesn't get to make the rules.
What?
The contestant
Of
doesn't get
course
to
she
make
got it right.
You grasping at straws there, Ralph? Did you know you were beat?
Well, it could have been the Robin for the first answer. I mean, you know what I mean? She just writes down Robin, she'd be right 2 out of the 10 times.
You're like a rat in a cage. You poked with a stick.
Megan Boston, you're on the wrap-up show.
No wonder people hate me. I'm a horrible loser.
I think I'm the only person who likes Ralph in the world, but I just wanted to call in that he's never on the, well, I never hear him live on the show, so I wanted to just tell you that I really like you, and I don't understand why people don't like you. And I also wanted to have another question, but
people love
Meg,
really.
how much time have you spent alone with Ralph?
Is it really different? The one-on-one time versus I think he's
it's
so
even better.
interesting.
It's even better just hanging out with me.
And I like how opinionated he is. He brings something to the table, you know?
The best Ralph to hang out with is the one that's not on the radio. Great. Ralph not on the radio is fun, funny, and a nice guy. It's a guy on the radio that's brutal.
Oh, see, I love the
that
guy on the
Ralph
radio.
horrible?
I think he's the best. He's so honest.
What's your other question,
He's so
Meg?
funny.
No, let her
I
go
wanted
on.
to find
Why
out
are you moving
about
her along?
We're short on time. Go ahead, Meg.
Okay, so I wanted to find out how you guys how you and Howard became best buddies. What's your meeting story?
Well, first of all, I want to know because this is a story that you and I have had a disagreement on. How did you come to the show?
I was doing special effects makeup work, and you guys were starting to do live shows, and I had been listening for a while, and I went to one of the shows at Club Benet, and I brought some pictures of my work, like different makeups and stuff that I had been doing, and I gave it to an intern, and then you called me.
Right, I guess
said, Howard liked your stuff, come in, he wants to talk to you about something. We came in and talked about a couple things.
I remember, you know what I remember about that? I remember Ralph came in, and Ralph was sort of young and sort of in awe of Howard, and Howard had no time for Ralph, and Ralph was trying to measure like crazy because he was doing a prosthetic for Howard for a New Year's Eve show where he was going to be like Rocky. It was going to have a big full chest, and then it was like a giant penis to be made. And Howard's I remember Howard would say to me listen, I don't know this guy that well. Let's keep this meeting brief. And Ralph kept, Ralph was like one of those guys who had the ruler out. And I realized now that Ralph needed a lot of time. But what were you doing? What were you doing for a living at the time?
I was working on movies, and I was working for my friend's parents at an automotive place and at the parking lot too.
Right.
You actually called me at the parking lot.
I told that
you
story.
called me at Epstein's. I was working at Epstein's in Morristown.
So you got so mad at me because I told that story in the air once, and you go, "That's not what I was doing." Ralph had once told me
I had 3 jobs. I'm a very hard worker, but it was funny because right away you were confrontational with me. You go, Howard gets a lot of stuff. And you're very lucky that he's calling you. You right away you were mad at me.
See, it's really funny. I don't remember saying that, but I know you see it as confrontational. Of course, I didn't know you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not generally confrontational.
No,
I might have said, this is really a good thing.
Yeah.
Because Howard gets a lot of stuff and he doesn't answer.
But
so
you were
you
don't know how lucky you are. But
I think that's how you heard it.
Yeah.
Now, Ralph, so you worked with Howard in the beginning. When did your friendship change? You know what I mean? A lot of us work with him, but you've clearly become very close with him.
You did all that time with us on the Channel 9 show, and you guys were just worked with us, but you were friends then, right?
Yeah, and I guess it was just because I started doing wardrobe with him, and I would go to his house. And
so when did that start? What year?
It started around Channel 9 sometime.
Right. So you guys
I started shopping for him a little bit, then going through his closet and seeing what looked good, that kind of thing.
But when did you guys realize? When did you realize that you guys had more in common than just you showing up for an hour a day?
Right away. Right away, I thought we were friends. You know what I mean? In my, you know what I mean? He's somebody I could relate to. Right. I sound stalkerish, but I listened to him on the radio. I thought he was funny, and
But do you realize how many guys think they're you, and they're not?
Yeah, they're not. No, see, that's why I'm smart.
But it is funny because they did hit it off right away. Like right off the bat, Howard liked him, talking about stuff. And when I introduced Ralph to speak at the wedding, and I said, Ralph's been telling everybody for years that he's Howard's best friend, and much to his chagrin, it's true. Here's Ralph to give a speech.
I was nervous about how Gary gives me the worst intro ever. I'm like, I was thinking about that over the weekend.
I actually thought,
F you, Gary.
I actually thought it was the opposite. I thought it was validation. I thought it was validation that you are, in fact, his best friend.
Hey, it's Al, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, Richard and I pranked Steve Langford. It came out great. Enjoy it. Check it out.
Sal and Richard now joining us here on the wrap-up show. Got a lot of props today, boys. Congratulations.
Yeah, we got to thank the news team who tipped us off. That's how it all started.
From High Pitch Mike?
Well, we don't want to say specifically, but there were a lot of guys who want to remain on.
There's 4 people back there. It
definitely wasn't Lisa G.
And one of them's Langford. So
it's Shuley or Mike.
Or both.
And everybody, Tim Sabian was involved to a certain degree. Jim McClure helped us out tremendously. We had about 4 or 5 different scouts going back and forth working on this for us. So
now, are you worried? Because Steve does have a little bit of a vindictive streak. Are you worried that there is a retribution?
I'm worried about like maybe some crusty cushion at the back of a strip club might come up now. Some semen samples.
What?
In Buffalo. Maybe one of those tip-off calls might do me in.
Hey,
but,
a couple.
No, I'm just joking. There's nothing that.
And everything
what
bad.
am I talking about? I don't.
Everything bad.
And let him talk.
Oh, sorry.
I have no worries. No worries.
You're not worried. Kidding aside, you're not worried that Langford's going to try and come back at you?
It's funny because me and Richard had talked to them about how we were worried about this, right?
Well, yeah, we were worried about is we didn't want to piss him off because he's been real cool to us. He's a big fan of our calls, but then we were thinking, well, if he's a fan of our calls, he should appreciate this.
Let me tell you how nutty these two are. Like 2 months ago, they called me into the office. They lock the door, right? Like they got uranium in there.
Yeah, we do.
And they go, we're working on the secret project. They're so all about it. I forgot about it, right? They called me back yesterday. This phone call we were working on for 2 years. Again, they locked the door. And I'm like, you know what, guys? I can't really concentrate on it. It's 3.5 minutes. Give it to me on a CD. Richard writes on it, super secret call. Like, they weren't even Steve Langford prank on it. Like, this is the biggest secret in the world. Then they sent me a note.
They're not messing around.
No.
They're being very serious.
Then they sent me a note this morning. Did you like the call? Our suggestion is you play it for Steve when he comes in for the news so we could look at his face. I'm like, guys, give me the fucking call.
Yeah.
But it was funny. It's a great call.
Thanks.
Thank you.
But you guys were like, it was like you were holding gold.
Yeah.
Well,
so you recorded Sour Shoes for 2 hours nonstop?
Yeah, we would go to lunch and we'd just say, okay, Sour Shoes.
And we let the tape go.
Do an hour of songs about Steve Langford. And then we'd come back and hang up on Sour Shoes and cut up his songs.
The problem with Sour Shoes, it's almost like his OCD. As we're trying to execute a prank with him, he's kind of fucking with us.
Right.
So we can't get anything done. So I say to Richard, let the tape run. And that's all we did. And we got 2 hours worth of his songs and chopped it up.
Yeah, because at first we tried working with him. We would three-way Sour Shoes and Langford, and it just didn't work. So we're like, best way to work with Sour Shoes is to have him as a recording.
I don't know about you, but I swear to God, one of those Tuesdays where we have an open hour, I would kill to just hear the hour. Like, I would love to hear from 7 to 8 o'clock at night the hour that you guys went to lunch and what Sour Shoes did for an hour.
We can give you the uncut version of it.
Is it just him going on and on?
And on.
Once in a while, you hear him, like, fidget with something in his bedroom, or his mom will yell in the background or something.
Sometimes he'll call me all day, and it gets to the point, instead of me hanging up, I just put him on hold. And then, like an hour and a half later, after doing my work, I'll go to the phone and forget. I pick it up, and there he is in the middle of the song.
If you guys get a chance tomorrow, can you pull some of the outtakes of his mother yelling at him? I would kill to hear that.
Sure. And it's funny, too. I don't know if Steve has this on his phone, but me and Sal had new office phones put in because of Sour Shoes, where you can send calls right to the voicemail. Like, there's a button where the phone won't ring, because Sour Shoes got to us, too. So we just got these new office phones where he can't get a hold of us.
And another thing that made the call so great wasn't just Langford's reaction, which was hysterical, but the songs he picked.
Right.
And when he came in on them were fantastic.
No, good for Langford that this is finally done, because
he's been going through hell, and I'm glad it's done. And our listeners, our millions of listeners, won't call Sirius and get Steve's office number and just start doing this. They're cool. They wouldn't do that.
Benji, go ahead, Joel.
No, I was just going to say on my end,
212.
when we started talking about when they told me about the prank, on my end I had my news recorder set up to get audio of Steve freaking out after he hung up with Sour Shoes. And the one day where he went apeshit and smashed the phone down, I stopped recording Steve. I was like, he may throw that shit at my head. Like, I don't know. He's so passionate about his job, and the fact that Sour Shoes was stopping him from doing his work, it was killing him. He would walk to Brad's office, our news director, once, twice a day to go complain about Sour Shoes.
You know, I have the audio of him throwing his phone. It sounds kind of funny. I didn't put it in the call because you can't really tell what it is unless you set it up saying, this is when Steve throws his phone, but it sounds pretty funny.
There was a point where Steve Langford came into our studio, and me and Richard, we'd have everything set up where I'd have a sound bite up of a prank call in the works, Richard would have a song up, and when Steve walked in, we would hit that and put on our headphones and pretend we were working. That's how paranoid we were about
and
it.
he got a little suspicious one time and came in like a month or two ago, and we, just played it off. I pretended I was in the middle of recording a Robin song and stuff. But
I just said that.
Yeah, well, no, but he went to Brad and said that he checked on us and it wasn't us. So Steve, thought that he had investigated us and proved that it wasn't us.
I would love to know what the investigation was that cleared you.
Now, how long were you working on this thing?
About 2 months. Howard heard it before the wedding. He came into the studio, goes, "What are you working on, boys?" And we played a little piece of it, and he loved it. And then when I think prior to the vacation, he said, "Is that bit ready?" And I said on the air, it wasn't. And that was the bit that that he was referring to.
This is our Ben-Hur.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, a whole bunch of my wedding shit got brought up again. Sal started screaming at me about not being mad at Artie, who said that he'd only go if Howard goes. Sal obviously doesn't know what a joke is. But anyway, it just turned into a whole bunch of yelling between me, Richard, Sal, and Gary about my wedding. I can't wait for this bullshit to be over.
Jason Kaplan now joining us on the wrap-up show. Apparently, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Jason smashing his face
there was
with the
oil
microphone.
They must have oiled these things.
Apparently, your wedding is now a huge controversial matter. Let's go through this very quickly.
Okay.
Howard says that Robin announces that she's going to have a +1 at your wedding.
Right.
Howard reveals he will now be attending your wedding, although you weren't sure if he was going or not. And Artie then says, "Well, I'm going to attend too." Give us the inside scoop?
Well, I'll start backwards. I talked to Artie. He said that he was just fucking around on the air. I mean, I talked to him a couple days ago about the wedding. Artie did this to Will too. He's very non-committal. I'm going to try and come. I like to be there. So that's what he said yesterday, and that's what he still said to me today.
Do you believe that he was just fucking around on the air?
Yeah, I believe it. Artie's not like that.
But why is he being non-committal about your wedding? I know he didn't want to go. Will's was very close to when he tried to start a sobriety, and it was a hike away.
It's a different thing. He's like, I got a gig in Toronto the night before. I'm going to try and make it. He asked me about every other day when my wedding is. I told him like a million times.
So let me ask you a question.
Well, apparently, I think he's keeping his options open.
Are you offended on any level that if it were Howard's wedding and he had a gig in Toronto the night before, that it would be no issue that he'd be there?
A little, I don't know, maybe a little. I don't know. Again, I know. Richard and Sal and all these guys get mad at him, but I don't know. Artie gets as Artie told Richard and Sal when he apologized to them. He's better than them. He's on a different plane than them. He's smarter and funnier than them, so he gets to operate under his own rules. It's annoying when you're trying to put a wedding guest list together and somebody. It's easier when you have a yes or a no and you know for sure. So that is very annoying.
Artie also reminded Howard how long it takes to get to Jason's wedding.
He was bullshitting with that. Listen, I'm not going to make any guarantees because who knows what fucking traffic will be like. But it's a 45-minute ride from the bridge. Now, I don't know how long it takes you to get over the bridge But so add whatever it takes you to get over that. It's a 45 fucking minute ride.
I loved when. What's the main road you said takes you there?
80. Route 80. It's
when
goes
you said
fucking out to San Francisco. It's a
when you
huge
said
road.
Route 80, the howling laughter that Artie had. He's like Route 80.
It's much better than the Southern State Parkway.
I think Route 80 was just voted like the worst.
No, it wasn't.
By truckers, it's considered the worst route in the country.
Well, good. Then there'll be no truckers on Route 80.
I'm sorry. Is Benji going to the wedding?
No, Benji let me know that he will not be able to attend.
And that's a definite no.
That's a definite 100%. Thank you for inviting me, but I can't make it.
Because you always say that. You just said that it's really hard when you can't get a definitive answer.
Right. No, Benji gave me a definitive answer, and I appreciate it.
I would have loved to have gone. And
is this
do you want to go?
No,
do you want to go now because Howard and Artie and Robin are all going to be there?
The big draw beyond the wedding, because I actually love weddings, was Anne Marie's going to be there. That's a girl that we used to all work with. So that's what I feel like. I'm going to miss out on.
I would rather you not come.
But hold on. Why aren't you going, Benj?
I'm back on a night schedule, and I don't know what else.
Okay, if at Jason's wedding there were vegetarian meals,
well,
at Barbara Walters,
what time does the wedding
at
start?
Barbara Walters,
Well, don't ask me this now after you already declined.
No, it doesn't start at 5 because they were saying at 7 tonight.
No, the ceremony is about like 5:15, 5:30, and so the party starts.
See, I was going to ask you if I could come around 7. But I was like, I don't want to give him.
You could have. I would have said yes. But since you already said no, I'm going to hold you to it. And honestly, just because, I don't know, I already counted you out. I need that seat.
All right.
And why aren't you crying over Benji not coming? That's a crazier reason than my.
Hold on. Who's better? Would you say that Jason's better friends with you or with Benji?
You talk to Benji a lot more. You've known Benji longer.
Okay, Richard. Here's the deal. I'm not going through all this stuff.
Well,
again.
I know, and I don't want to either. But
I'm
it's
over
just
it. I'm over you not coming. It's totally fine. Whatever. We're still friends. At least on my end we are. I don't know if you still harbor resentment towards me. And that's it. I'm over it. So
yeah, but it seems kind of like
Benji said he couldn't go.
I know,
What am
but
gonna
it's
do, argue with him?
ridiculous too that you're not like crying about Artie not coming. You're not crying about Benji.
Well, Richard, that should make you feel special about how much you meant to me.
I know, but and then when you say stuff a while ago like that me and Sal aren't important, then why would you want to have us at your wedding?
First of all, I was quoting Artie and trying to make a joke. Second of all, you guys are important, and I do want you there, and that's why I was upset when you said you weren't coming. And you should take it as an honor that when you said you weren't coming, it upset me more than anyone else so far who said they weren't coming.
It wasn't, and again, I don't want to bring it all up again, but I think, Richard, it wasn't that you weren't coming. It was the reason why you weren't coming.
Yeah, but the reason
hold on.
reason I'm not coming is just as good of a reason as why anybody else is not coming.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's just, you know what?
What? The fact that it's an hour away, that's a better reason for somebody not coming
No
than
one has
the
claimed
fact
that
that
they're
I
not
want to
coming.
see a concert that is the most important concert of my life.
You know what? Shame on you when in another year some dumbass Halloween thing comes up, and that's the most important moment of your life.
That will be the most
It will
important.
be.
Right. I mean, that's a bad comparison.
Why is my excuse worse than anybody else's?
You know what? It's not. It's fine. You're not coming. Don't worry.
I don't want to go down
this
road again.
It's a stupid argument. Benji's not coming. He gave me a definitive answer, which I really appreciated because I know he flip-flopped with Will like as his date got closer. And so he gave me a definite no. I'm sad Benji won't be there. I definitely consider him a friend, but I'm not going to get in an argument with Benji. And Artie is Artie, and I know that sounds lame when you say that, but look how Artie rolled into Howard's wedding. I mean, he looked like a mess. He obviously didn't care.
So that should be more the reason why you shouldn't want him there.
But that's just the way Artie is. He's like that with everybody. That's his MO. And again, I would really appreciate to get a definitive answer from Artie. But I don't think I'm going to be able to get it.
What do you mean Artie didn't care?
I mean, Artie didn't go to Will's wedding for.
No, when you said he came to
he
Howard's,
obviously did not care. I mean, did not think the wedding was important enough to actually dress up nice and present himself in a presentable way.
So you think he treated it as
he treats everything else, something he rolled out of bed to come to.
Yeah, but Jason, let me ask you this: when Howard first revealed that he's going to your wedding, and the first breath out of Artie's mouth, without thinking, "Shit, now I got to go too." Hold on, let me finish. No, it wasn't. Don't you kind of take that as an insult that he's going strictly to hang out with Howard, and he has no intentions to celebrate your day? First of all, that's how I would take it if it was my wedding, and you made no stink about it. Yet this guy wants to go to a concert, and you spent a half hour crying about it.
First of all, I talked to Artie after this thing. He still said he doesn't know if he's going to come. So whatever he said on the air, it still hasn't changed his answer from yesterday or the day before. If Artie is only going to come because Howard's going to be there, then that's Artie's prerogative, and I'm not going to worry about it.
Yeah, but also Artie said and I believe him. He says he doesn't want to be the asshole that doesn't go. It wasn't to be with Howard. It was to not be the one.
So
guy
why should Howard make the difference, whether he's there or not?
Because now Artie is the big guy that's not going.
Sal, why are you so upset?
Because he ripped the living shit out of Richard for an hour over nothing.
I said I was upset that he wasn't coming over a dumb excuse. What I thought
it's the
Richard
best day in his life.
You know,
whatever. It's over. It's over.
I mean, it's disgusting that you're selling yourself out for a celebrity versus a friend. Yeah, you're giving Artie a free pass because he's the great Artie Lange. And I find that to be disgusting.
So can I ask a question? Where's a switch on you where I get you out of stockbroker mode?
No, I'm dead serious.
But why is it
not? He's not. No, Gary, are you kidding me? He's not breaking Artie's balls at all over this, and he broke Richard's balls for an hour over a concert.
Do you know what he just had a conversation with Artie. What Artie said on the air isn't really what he means.
But you believe that?
To some degree, but I know that Richard absolutely means what he said.
But Richard's honest; he said it right off the bat.
So being socially wrong and being honest is the better thing.
No,
in other words,
you guys don't.
My
it's
opinion,
not socially wrong as far as I'm
that's
concerned.
my opinion, right? That's my opinion. Is that it's way wrong. It's a big social faux pas, but it's not your opinion. It's my opinion, but it's it doesn't make it right because he's telling you right up front what he's doing.
You're also you're leaving something out. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Go ahead.
If Steve Brandano back in the office told me he wasn't coming to my wedding because he had some awesome concert to go to, that would hurt me way more than Artie or Howard not coming to my wedding. It all has to do with your relationship to the person.
How would
Artie
you
and I
feel?
are friendly, but I mean,
how would you feel? All right, how would you feel if I told you I'm not sure about going to the wedding, and then I found out Howard's going and I'm going? Do you think my intentions would be to celebrate the most important day of your life, or to be there because Howard's there?
No,
how would you take
I wouldn't trust.
But I'm not the one who immediately muttered out of my mouth, "Shit, now I gotta go."
He's on the fucking air. He's making a joke. Jesus, get the fuck over.
Wait, Howard's definitely going.
Yeah, don't you know anything about comedy?
Can I get
apparently your coach.
Yeah, Howard. According to Howard, he's definitely going. I gave him I don't
Richard,
give him anything.
man.
And yeah, maybe I'll go now.
No, and there's a rule, and this isn't just apply for the people here. Anybody who RSVP'd no to my wedding cannot now change it because Howard's going.
What if Howard drops out and the last minute I want to go?
No. There are no more. If you said no, the only exception I made was for Howard, and that will be the only exception.
But no, you made the exception for Artie, too. You said he could wait till last minute.
No, I didn't tell Artie. I ask him every day if he could give me an answer. What am I going to do? Hold a gun to his head?
Yeah. Well, no. If Brandano says to you, I don't have an answer yet, are you going to let him wait till the last minute?
I would ask him every day, what's your deal? I need to know. Which is what I tell Artie. But, whatever. Listen. For the 5 Jewish people out there, I'm treating Artie like Elijah. I'm leaving an empty chair and an open door, and if he shows up, great. And
Jason, in my opinion, and this is strictly my opinion, I think you're giving Artie a free pass because he is Artie.
I am,
and that's it.
And that's pretty much it.
And that's pretty sad.
Sal,
that's a very superficial thing to do.
Whatever you say,
taking
buddy.
your argument one step further, he's not giving Benji a hard time. He gave Richard a hard time, but he's not giving Benji a hard time.
You clearly refuse to see the reality of the issue.
Yeah. The other thing is that, and be really honest, if this were you and you weren't married and you were getting married and this whole thing went down this way, would you be offended that Howard was coming, or would you be grateful?
If Howard was coming, I would be grateful. If Artie was coming, I'd be grateful. But if I had a situation where I yelled at a guy for an hour who was honest with me, and then I had another guy mutter out of his mouth, "Oh, well, I guess I'm going to go too," where does that person's real intent lie? To celebrate his friend's wedding, or to be there because Howard Stern is there?
I think we're going around in circles. I think Jason is against saying that Artie was doing comedy for the air that you've taken as fact.
And that's where you guys disagree. And that's fine, and I'll leave it at that. But I'm just saying, and Jason,
hold on, and one more
Jason
thing.
agrees to a certain extent that it's because who Artie Lange is.
All right,
that's fine.
Then leave it at that.
And we'll leave it at that. But I find that
Good.
disgusting on your part, Jason.
You didn't leave it.
Why can't
Duly
you
noted.
leave it at that?
I'm leaving it disgusted.
Hey, this is John Hine, and on Thursday's wrap-up show, we got to talk about Maureen McCormick. You may not know that name. She's better known as Marsha Brady, and I was a big Brady Bunch fan growing up. All of us were. And she came in and gave an interview with Howard that I never thought I'd hear, talking about doing black guys, trading sex for coke. She actually said the word cunt. And that's not the Marsha I knew, but we got a kick out of it and talked about Marsha, and, well, here's what we said.
The big guest today, Marsha Brady, Maureen McCormick, and Gary and I were looking forward to this interview quite a bit.
We were. This is so in my zone, my era. This is what I grew up with. In fact, I was surprised. I think she's 52 years old. I thought she was my age. I guess I'm more on a par with Jan than I am with Marsha. But I mean, I love that. You and I watched it did you watch it as a first run show?
No, I saw the end of it as the first run show, but then it lived in syndication in every market in the country forever.
Right. I watched it as a first run show. It was a Friday night show. I think it was on with the Partridge Family and a bunch of other shows. It was on ABC. I remember 10 o'clock was Love American Style, but it was a huge show for me when I was a kid.
I mean, that was one of the first shows that was heavily syndicated, and I remember coming home from school or whatever it was, like 4:30, 5:30, locally, watching every single one, and everybody else has watched it at one time or another. And one of the things about the show is that you saw those kids grow up. Like, Maureen started when she was 12, and then left when, I guess, a few years later. And
who could forget Bobby's performance of It's Time to Change? I know what you're saying, John.
Gary and I can really geek out over this. So Maureen McCormick comes in, and she did Celebrity Fat Camp or whatever it is. Fit Club, same thing. And we weren't sure sort of how she would look, but I thought she looked pretty good.
She looked pretty good. Listen, she could stand to trim a couple of pounds, but she's thinner than she's been. I said to John, a cute face trumps a lot of stuff. She does a very, very beautiful face and a great smile. She's got a pretty bubbly personality. Again, John's going to get into it. She talked about a lot of things today, and you're sitting there and listen, you can call her whatever you want, but Marsha Brady is talking about, doing black dudes and anal and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, it's Marsha Brady. I mean, Barry Williams has the same problem. He's Greg Brady, and he's sort of embraced it, and I was curious to see how Marsha would take to that. Would she be annoyed by it or embrace that kind of life? And she seems to be all right with it.
Yeah, I wanted Howard to press her on it, and he did. I thought it was like one of my favorite moments on the show was when we had Ringo on the show, and Vinny Favale was just annoying the shit out of him. And he goes, Howard goes, let me ask you a question. Does it ever get tiring? He goes, is it ever too much? And Ringo had this long pause, and he goes, it is. It does it gets to be too much. And I thought Maureen would be like being called Marsha would be too much, but she's still digging it.
Yeah, she absolutely dug it. And another interesting thing, what she remembered and what she didn't remember. I know she did a lot of coke, and I know it's convenient sometimes to block out stuff and to really block out stuff. But,
Do you know anybody who doesn't remember the first person they slept with?
Maureen McCormick, apparently.
Exactly.
But I don't know if I doubt her story. I mean, she definitely had a wild life. But
Artie and I were saying, she was saying that her nickname was Hoover for coke. And I said maybe it was a nickname for another reason. He said there's no good reason for a woman to have the nickname Hoover, one way or the other.
So true. But when you look at her face, you just see Marsha Brady.
A very sweet girl.
Very sweet.
Who's not a girl, a very sweet 52-year-old girl.
What'd you think of that little hug and kiss not to jump ahead, but that hug and kiss she gave Howard at the end?
She was digging him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, she was digging him.
And it made you wonder that if you had coke back then, you could have had Marsha Brady. Rick in Pittsburgh, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Rick.
Wanted to comment on Maureen McCormick and to make a suggestion for Howard 100 News. Interview was great. Howard's the best interviewer, I think, and I think we can all agree on that. But I guess the phone calls, and maybe, Gary, you can give me some enlightenment on that. Is Howard making the choices to go to these guys knowing they're going to talk about things as gross as licking her asshole? I guess
it's hard to say because, he may or may not. Listen, Howard could look up on the board. Since I've done the wrap-up show, I've learned that people will call in and say that they're going to talk about one thing and then switch gears.
Right.
But he might have known what they were going to talk about. But the thing is that Maureen, again, without the visual, it's hard to tell. She was totally up for stuff today. She could handle anything. I think she's gotten to the point where she's like, you know what, Marsha Brady's ready to talk about everything.
And to get a little bit inside, when we have a screen here, we get maybe 6 to 10 words of what you're going to talk about. So if it says, Rick thinks the callers were rough on Maureen, and then you start talking about something else, I have no way of knowing that. With Howard, it's the same. I mean, but I think callers are less likely to shift gears on Howard than they would on our show.
Right. And I think there was that one guy called, got through 3 or 4 times. He wanted to say the C word. So that was the guy I think was being particularly rough.
And of course, which she obliged.
Which was really funny.
Yeah, good for her.
The whole office went, whoa.
Shane, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hi, how are you guys?
Good, Shane. What's on your mind?
Actually, I just wanted to comment on the Marsha Brady interview today.
Okay.
I thought it was great. It's always great when you guys get big stars on there that you guys can be talking to them, whichever way you want. She sounded very comfortable. It really surprised me.
She was. She really was comfortable doing it. I think again, you come to do a Howard Stern interview, especially on satellite radio, you know what to expect, and she was totally up for it.
Well, within the first few minutes of the interview, she was talking about coke and sex and liking black guys, and you could tell she was sort of up for talking about anything.
You know, I am thinking the phone calls were rough because now going back to it, the one call I heard was the guy goes, ask her if she ever did coke off the head of a guy's penis.
Yeah, the callers were pretty rough. But I'm glad you liked it, Shane.
Well, the thing is, I'm only 29 years old. What can I say? I watched a lot of Brady shows on the reruns. I'm pretty sure they're still rerunning now. I watched them when I was between 10 and 18 years old. And so I know exactly what she looked like. But I'm pretty interested because I want to go on howardstern.com, which I do every night, and do a recap, and just to see what she kind of looks like. Could you actually, can you give us specific details on exactly, did she look pretty good? For being the age that she is?
She looked very good. You know, the thing with her that she's never going to be able to live down is that everybody's memory of her is from 12 to 18. And she's just not 18 years old anymore. She's 53. But I think she looks good. Again, I think she's got a really, really beautiful face. I said she probably could have stand to lose a couple of pounds, but she's already lost a bunch of weight. She looks better than she did when she went on Celebrity Fit Club. She's thinner.
I agree with that. And you can see that 18-year-old in her 52-year-old face.
But she's not 18 anymore, and that's the person I think everyone's expecting to see.
She sounds like she has a great personality to her. It's one of those likable personalities that you could just catch on to, you know?
Agreed. She had a great personality. Thank you for your call. I also like when she was talking about the other Bradys, and I knew she wasn't talking to Eve Plum, who played Jan, but I didn't know why.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Yeah, she implied, she told a joke about kissing Jan. The next thing you know, she's not speaking to her ever again.
Well, she said she's told a joke, but then in blurbs about the new book coming out, it says that there were lesbian experiences between the two of them.
It does?
In blurbs. I don't know if someone misread
because
the book.
read the book and nobody saw that.
Well, Will or Steve can get down here and talk about that.
You know, it's interesting. I go up to, a lot of times in the summer, I didn't this past summer, but I'll go up to Cape Cod in the summer. In the town of Chatham, there's a little art gallery, and Eve Plum does a showing of her art every year. And whenever I go in, I look at it, I go, it's Jan Brady's art.
She wearing glasses?
Yeah, she does. Well, I haven't seen her there, but they have pictures of her there. I guess she does. It's out there for the whole summer. And she's got her glasses on.
And Gary and I were talking about the different things that Maureen would talk about. Here's a clip of the interview, if you missed it. Her talking about how she's actually interested or was interested in black guys.
You went out with Michael Jackson. We know why he didn't put any moves on you.
Right.
It's pretty obvious.
Right.
No, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
With Michael, no.
Yeah.
No.
Not even a kiss?
Yeah, a kiss on the cheek.
Oh, boy.
Was she your only black man, or did you have sex with black guys?
I actually was really attracted to black men.
How many black guys?
Who knew Marsha Brady?
How many black?
Yeah.
Now there's an episode.
I was attracted to just I don't know. I was really into lots of different types.
Wouldn't it have been great if they did the Brady Bunch reunion and it's like you banging black guys?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
For coke.
That's what I always
It would be.
By the way, I thought Robin was being not insulting, but Robin was really jabbing her. At one point when they asked Maureen who she was voting for president, she was like, well, I'm leaning towards a person I don't want to say. And Robin goes, yeah, I'm sure Marsha Brady's vote moves a lot of people.
I'm going to play a couple of things that have been happening, including Sal's weird pronunciations. You know the word villa?
Yeah.
I have a villa in France, perhaps you'd say. He calls it a villa.
I hate to say this.
Yeah.
You're wrong.
But
in Italian,
get out of here. You're in America, asshole. First of all, I'll tell you what. You're not from Italy. You didn't grow up in Italy. You've never been in Italy.
I've been to Italy.
Yeah, okay. Here's Sal from the wrap-up show yesterday. Listen to this guy.
Women love men who are successful, so you have to play the success card. You have to paint the big picture. 90% of the time, a woman is not going to be attracted to the average guy right off the bat. But if you give her a reason, like you have a mansion, like you have a place in the Hamptons, like you have a villa in Italy, stuff that most likely she won't see.
What do you have in Italy?
I have a villa in Italy.
A villa. You've heard of a villa.
That's the best. I have a villa.
when Gary said, "What do you have in Italy?" I thought he was saying like, "You're really exaggerating." You
I've
couldn't
never seen a guy,
possibly-
because you seem like a bright guy to me. Honestly,
Thank
you do.
I think I'm a bright guy, but in
Yeah.
Italy they say villa. They say "Bene sta villa."
Forget Sal being an idiot with the word villa.
Okay.
Listen to this. This is from the wrap-up show. Don't get caught up in what the content is. Just
Okay,
listen to this
listen
word.
to the
Listen to it.
pronunciation.
Do you know what that? Do you remember what that whole Jim Jones thing was about?
Yeah. He had an occult. He gave all these people Kool-Aid and they dropped dead.
Wait, he had what?
He had this occult. I think it's called an occult.
Right.
So in Italy, they say occult?
They say, where did you get that one from?
Yeah. How'd you learn how to say that wrong?
Well, a cult. I heard then it was cult, not a cult, but an occult is, I think it's a combination. It's like satanic groups. They're occults. But I thought it's the same thing. It's as long as it's a group
Sal,
of weird
do you
people.
ever read? Do you ever like take an interest in anything?
Consult the dictionary.
Sal, when
Too
people
busy.
are saying occult, they're not saying occult. They're saying a, and then a word C-U-L-T, cult.
A cult.
And then there is the occult.
The occult or occult is, holy cow! I can't
When I
believe
see
I'm-
occult, OCCULT, whatever it is, and you hear people saying occult, I'm always thinking it's occult.
No,
I never distinguish the difference between a cult and a cult. When you
Holy cow! Where did you grow up, man? And don't give me this bullshit.
I grew
you
up
say
in Holbrook.
villa because you were in Italy.
Yeah, because when you're in Italy, they're
Okay.
like, come to my villa.
You know, he says that like from Transylvania. I want you to come to my villa.